Say her name and she appears. I believe in Denise. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the NXT Halloween Havoc watch along and post show. It's Denise here. It's Sunday, October 27th, and we're going to watch NXT Halloween Havoc. Of course, it's Halloween, so I'm dressed up. One of many costumes that I have lined up for this week. I'm kicking things off with Joe Hendry. Hell yeah, let's do this. And it's funny because I try to align people, like my costumes that I wear, with the shows that I'm talking about. And even though Joe Hendry is not an official NXT member, he's had some big moments on NXT this year that I felt the costume was definitely justified to wear a Joe Hendry costume to the NXT Halloween Havoc post show. So that is my justification in all of it. But either way, once NXT Halloween Havoc starts, which is in just 7 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and post the audio for everybody to listen here and to enjoy the show. And we'll be reacting and having a good time and talking about whatever it is that goes down on NXT Halloween Havoc. All right, I'm reading everyone's comments. By the way, I had some errors in this costume, guys. The shirt that I got is way too big. And like I'm ironing it, and it just gets so wrinkled so fast. It's so annoying. But either way, the shirt is like, I'm like swimming in this shirt right now. And let's see how long I can last with this wig on, because it's super itchy, but it's okay. We'll just have to like make do with it and see how it goes. And then I wanted to do a brown beard for Joe Hendry, because if you guys notice, his beard is not very black. However, the brown pencil that I bought was like way too light. Like you couldn't even see it. So I had to use the black one in order for you to see the actual beard. So just a little bit of some behind the scenes of the planning of this costume. But let's see what the people here are saying and what everybody is looking forward to. Thank you so much to Ziggy Gamma, who says, I believe in Salcedo. Clap, clap. Ricky Zaldemar says, welcome back, SRS Denise. Oh, that's hilarious. Raphael Smith says, fantastic costume, Denise. Fen Big says, I believe in Denise. We got Jay Mosca here who says, I believe in Salcedo. Crazy Cool D says, oh my God, Denise, my eyes. Let's see. Double S says, I love it. Joseph Boza says, I thought I was in the wrong place for a minute. Cool costume, Denise. Crazy Cool D says, can't unsee. J Rock Dog says, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Yes, please do, guys. Please do. AB Johnson says, OMG, Denise, that costume slaps. Thank you so much, man. I have a feeling that Joe Hendry is probably going to be the most popular wrestling costume this year. It's super easy to do, and just like given the year that he's had, I have a feeling that there's going to be a bunch of Joe Hendrys out there and whatnot. So yeah, Ziggy Gam was like, they didn't have super extra small. It was my fault because I didn't even, for whatever reason, I didn't even bother to check the size. I know, silly me. And I just clicked on it. I was like, oh yeah, this is a shirt. And I pressed buy. And I forgot to check the size, like to change the size. And so this is an extra large. What am I doing wearing an extra large? But I didn't even think about it. And then it came, and I hadn't opened it until I actually got dressed today. And I didn't even know I had ordered an extra large. So I opened it. And I was like, oh shit, this is an extra large t-shirt. Oh, wow, too bad. It is what it is. Yes, boy says the brown beard would have made you look too much like Sean Ross Sapp. Yeah, the brown beard, you couldn't even see it, to be honest. So it would have made no sense for me to wear it. Luis says he thought I was Lin-Manuel Miranda. Michael Watsky says, I believe in Joe Hendry. Zeno Myra says, Denise Hendry. Oh my God, it's so funny. Let's see what else we got here. Kevin Lane says, Denver really changes people. We believe. That's amazing. So fun. Ziggy Gamma says, we go from Twitter to YouTube to Tokyo. Amazing, Ziggy Gamma. I love that. That's kind of brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Jensa says he can be a little guy. Ferrari. Oh yeah, that's that one chef guy, right? Yeah. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. But that's where we're at right now. Okay, so we have Bailey Daly who says, watched any wrestling over the weekend? Yeah, I watched a little bit of SmackDown. I watched a little bit of Collision. I watched like 10 seconds of Bound for Glory because I still want to go out of my way to watch. I read all the results, so I know what happened, but I want to go back and I want to watch the Mike Bailey Vikingo match. I haven't had a chance to watch that. I came back from Denver. By the way, we're still 3 minutes away from Halloween Havoc starting. So I came back from Denver. I left Denver my flight left at 6 a.m. Denver time. So I got back here to Los Angeles by like 7:30 a.m. And so I fell asleep, guys. I was so exhausted. I didn't wake up until like 2 p.m. So I woke up, I ate, and then by then it was time to get ready for this post show. And so that's what I've been doing the last couple of the last hour. That's what I've been doing. But that's what's going on here. But I'm excited for I'm really excited for NXT Halloween Havoc. I actually do want to run down the card with everybody since it's been a minute since we've even talked about what is actually happening on the show. By the way, everybody, like I am still so shocked. I haven't seen the match, obviously, but I'm so shocked that Joe Hendry did not defeat Nick Nemeth yesterday. I was so freaking shocked. I read the spoilers, and I was just so shocked. I was so shocked. Like, I really thought that Joe Hendry was going to become TNA World Champion. I was stunned that he did not win. I wasn't surprised about the Hardys winning because I had interviewed them and they had mentioned that they were going to, that their goal was to become tag team champions in this decade so that they can say they've been champions in 4 different decades. So I had a feeling the Hardys were going to win, but I was not expecting Joe Hendry to lose last night at Bound for Glory. And then I think that was really the only results that I was like surprised by. But again, I haven't seen the actual show yet. I just wanted to see what actually happened though. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, boy sends in our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, Yes, boy, who says, you got to do the turn with your best Joe Hendry smile. Yeah. So by the way, ignore my hair in the back because it was kind of hard to hide my hair because I have so much of it. But here we go. Let me try my best. Hold on. I feel so stupid. All right. I hope that was to your satisfying. Yes, boy. I had a feeling people were going to ask for that today. All right, let's get into it's almost about to start, guys. NXT Halloween Havoc. We're just like they're wrapping up the pre-show right now, so we're getting to it. But yes, boy, thank you so much. We got Sheldon Jackson in the house that says, as long as JC Jane doesn't win the women's North American title tonight, I'll be good. But if she does, Lord help us all. I know Sheldon's not a fan, but I don't think she'll be winning the title today. I think we'll be seeing Kalani retain for sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they'll surprise us. I don't know. But I do expect Kalani to retain. All right, guys, here we go. Let me put the volume up. Halloween Havoc. All right, cool. Let's see what we got here. Can you guys let me know if you guys can hear this what do you call it? If you guys can hear this freaking audio. If you guys can hear it and we're all good, then we're great. If not, then I'll put it up a little higher for everybody.
The buzz has been building all week long as the sweetest place on earth,
Hershey, Pennsylvania. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Little Ferris wheel and everything. I've never been to Hershey, Pennsylvania, so look at Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia. They look great. It's so funny because they're so different too. Like, even though they're very similar in certain ways, they're so different in other ways too. All right, everyone's saying the sound is good. Okay, great. Awesome. Happy to hear that. Oh, they actually have Hershey. Oh, duh. They have Hershey Chocolate World in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I've only been to Hershey, Pencil World. What is Pencil World? Hershey, whatever world. In Las Vegas because they have one there. So that's the only one I've ever done.
My favorite time of the year.
That's so funny. Andrea Price, that's great costume, Denise. You really do look like Joe Hendry. I almost didn't recognize you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I have a feeling this is going to be the most popular costume of the year for pro wrestling. I really am expecting a lot of people to come through just as Joe Hendry. I got some other cool stuff planned, so we'll see what happens, but
for the North American Championship is
I really like the way that NXT Halloween Havoc always turns out, so I have a feeling this will be a fun show with these matches here. We only got 5 matches, so this will go by fairly fast. I feel like for the most part, man, I don't know what's going to happen here. But of course, we got Trick Williams and Ethan Page for the NXT Championship match. Trick Williams to retain is what I'm expecting. Tony D'Angelo versus Oba Femi. I don't know if they're going to have Tony D'Angelo lose in his first title defense. So I'm going to say maybe Tony D'Angelo retains. Roxanne and Cora versus Giulia and Stephanie. I don't know. I think that one can gonna go either way. Andre Chase, Ridge Holland in an ambulance match. I have a feeling it may be Andre Chase. We'll see what happens there. And then the spin the wheel, make the deal gauntlet match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Kalani will essentially be facing everybody from Fatal Influence. So I'm gonna just say it is gonna be hard for Kalani to retain, but I have hope that she will. So I'm gonna keep the hope alive here for Kalani, but there's a good chance that that she could drop that NXT North American titles. There's a good chance because it's just too many people. So she has her obstacles cut out for her today. We got Bailey Darley. Thank you so much for sending in the super chat. He says, I'm ready for NXT. What is the best match? The match that I'm most looking forward to is Roxanne, Perez, and Cora Jade versus Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer. I think that's the match I'm most looking forward to. I think Tony D and Oba Femi will deliver since they had a good match the last time. I think the Trick Williams Ethan Page match will be okay. Primarily, I think this will probably be the best one, considering that they have a stipulation. So this may be the best one out of the past matches that they've had. I don't really care too much about the Andre Chase Ridge Holland ambulance match, but I'm sure they'll make it fun. And then, yeah, again, with Kalani Jordan, it'll be interesting to see if she can retain against all of those other people. But yeah, I would say like the matches I'm really looking forward to are the first 3 that I mentioned. The other 2, it's like so-so. We got Spen Big here who says, still looks super cute. Thank you. I'm gonna do my Joe Hendry smile. Well, without the hands. All right. Don't know what that says about me. I know, right? You're gonna start looking at Joe Hendry a little differently. He says, but you're the bestest. Thanks for the watch along. Shout out to the chat, DWO. Thank you so much, Ben Big. I know. Hey, this costume might give people some complicated feelings. I don't know. But I'm telling you, not that easy to look like Joe Hendry. Sven Big, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Corey MacArthur here who says, we believe in Joe Hendry, but wait, we believe in Denise. How are you? Halloween Havoc, let's effing go. I'm doing good. I have good amount of energy considering that I was traveling pretty much all morning. Well, not all morning, but I had to wake up early. But I'm doing good. Yes, this weekend in Denver was really fun. I got to catch up with Grapsity, which was cool. We all made the effort to go to Will's party, which was great because Will lives in Denver. I live in LA. Reg lives in Oakland. Phil lives in Chicago. And yet we all went to go celebrate Will's birthday and just like have a good time. It was really, really nice to just have everybody in one place. No one's working. Everybody just wants to hang out and have a good time. And we're starting things off with Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo with the tables, ladders, and scares match. So this should be a really fun opener, considering that, again, I just mentioned both of these guys had a fun match the last time. And then on top of that, now they got the ladder match. I can't. Oba Femi's walk kills me every time. It's fun because of the beat, but it also looks really funny. But hey, it gives them something to do during his entrance, which is kind of fun. But Corey, yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the super chat. We got Tracy WV88, DWO member for the last 9 months, says it's going to be a good show. Love the new look. Oh man, I can't, guys. This wig's already driving me crazy. I can already feel this wig was probably the hardest to put on because it's so short and I couldn't get my hair like properly in the back. So I have like this giant bun in the back of my head, which is very uncomfortable, but it'll do. I only have to wear this for a couple of hours. Only a couple of hours. Tracy WV88, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see what we got here. Dominic Carranza says, I had to run an errand, so I missed the start of the stream. I'm dead. This is absolutely hilarious and awesome. Well done, Denise. I need ice for my ribs. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the Joe Hendry look. This was the intention, to make people laugh. So I'm glad that it's definitely working. Oh man, that's funny. And we got Kate in the house. She says you visit Will Washington once and this happens. I know, right? For reals. What was in the water in Denver, right? Like what did they have me drink down there? I don't know. But Denver was actually great, everybody. It was I stayed in the downtown area. Tony D'Angelo's making his entrance. Stayed in the downtown area, and it was a really cool little. I was right by the 16th Street Mall, so it was really easy to just like walk any place. I did a little bit of sightseeing. I just kind of like walked around Denver, like downtown Denver. I went to the Red Rocks, and then I went to where else did I go? Oh yeah, I went to the Colorado Train Museum. Yes, I went to a train museum, and it was pretty fun. You just go and you look at trains. Super random, but I kind of like to do random stuff like that when I'm someplace that's not home, because I'm like, all right, when am I going to go to the, I don't even know if there's a train museum down here. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. But the point is that I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so that's what I did. It was nice. It was fun.
Is a tables, ladders,
all right, let's do this.
Match. And it is for the NXT.
Let's see what everyone's predictions are. We got Sarah here who predicts that Tony D'Angelo is winning. I think Oba is going after Trick's title. I think you're fairly on point with that, Sarah. I really, really do. I just can't see Tony D'Angelo losing in his first title defense of the NXT North American Championship. I just can't see him losing right away. So yeah. All right, cool. We're off to this match starting. This is happening now. I'm telling you, they really killed it last time, so I am looking more forward to this match than I was the last time that they wrestled each other. Hemda says, wow, Denise's speed is ahead of mine this time. That's because I'm using Peacock, guys. I'm telling you, DirecTV always backs me up, but Peacock starts like right on the dot. Feeling pretty good about not feeling so behind like I usually do with the stream, with DirecTV stream. See, look, they got started off pretty hot too. You already put him through the barricade. You put Oba through the barricade. Let's see who else we got here. We got Mr. Opinionated who thinks the Dawn is winning. We got Bailey who's also saying the Dawn. Cameron Briglin says they got Tony D'Angelo also winning. Ben Big says love Oba, but I know I love Oba too. But yeah, there's no way he's winning right away. If he does, that would be interesting. Like if Oba Femi were to defeat Tony D'Angelo in this match, I don't know what that would say. It'd be kind of weird, right? Again, because Tony D just won this title.
As we try to calm ourselves down here, Rinks, and it's hard to do, Booker. There's a ladder sitting here at our desk.
Young Jinx in the house says, what the F is going on? LMAO, where's Denise? I just got here. Gotta believe, you know? Gotta believe. Say her name and she appears. Funny.
Not at all. I mean, I came off the second rung once upon a time. That was a long time ago. Trust me.
By the way, if this is your first time on this watch along, I apologize. If this is your first time, I deeply apologize. Joseph Bosa says, does Denise have costumes planned all week when she does podcasts? Yeah, for the most part, I do actually. I haven't necessarily decided on the order, but I do have them. I have.
We just get started.
Hold on.
Take another look. I mean, just see and try to feel and imagine the impact of your spine.
Oh shit! I think I have 4 more costumes. Wait, no, that can't be right. Hold on, I'm thinking.
I know it was Tony who wanted to hurt Oba Femi, but I mean Booker. How scary can Oba Femi be in this?
No, it's 3. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute, this does not sound right. What am I doing? It's 3.
That's why I say this match is only fitting for
We got Brandon Charles Powell says, just realized the show started at 7 and not 8. Also, too bad Joe Hendry can't be TNA champion, but at least he'll do a watch along with us. See, guys? Yeah, I'm bringing the star power over here. You guys got to go. Joe, you guys doing Joe Hendry watch along right now, right? And then you can all go home and say, you can all say to your friends, I got to hang out with Joe Hendry today.
I said something about
That's just sad. That's just sad.
I said the heritage.
It's so funny. But yeah, I was really shocked that Joe Hendry didn't win the title last night at Bound for Glory. I was like, what are they doing? I feel like I thought they were going to do it the last time at Slammiversary, and then they did it. And I thought, okay, once I saw that this match was happening with Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry, I thought, oh, this is when they're going to do it. This is when they're going to pull the plug, right? Like, this is going to happen. And then it did it, and I was like, oh, shit. What? So weird.
Too confident. Can you beat
Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat.
If you have the power of Femi and you have all these tools of destruction at your disposal.
You got to admit, Femi dominated as a champion, man. Longest reigning NXT North American champion. Bested Wesley. How good is that? How good is that, Vic?
You know, it's something that
we got Cody here who says, hey, Denise, is Jordan headed to WWE? I don't know. I think for the most part, ever since this whole like WWE TNA collaboration thing happened, it feels like WWE is at some point just going to like pluck their talent away from them. You know what I'm saying? Like there are certain people that I think we expect to see in WWE. One of those is Jordan. The other one is Joe Hendry. Those are the people that you're expecting at some point once they're done with TNA, like officially, to be over in WWE. I feel like there's no way they can't, given how well they've proven themselves to like get over with the audience and just like, you know, Jordan Grace looks great. She wrestles great. She's very unique looking. So I feel like you for sure would want Jordan Grace on your roster. With Joe Hendry, he's somebody that has like, I think everything that you want in terms of like getting over. He's got everything. He's got the song. He's got the look. He's got the just everything that you want in terms of someone getting over in a company. And he has. And he's shown that. I mean, how many times don't you see at almost every single wrestling event, there's a person with a I believe in Joe Hendry sign or just a picture of his face. You see it everywhere. And so I feel like you can't ignore that. Like you just can't ignor that. And in fact, if I were a company, I would want to take that and run with it, you know, make some money off of it. That's what I would want to do. So yeah, that's why I was very surprised that Joe Hendry didn't win the TNA title. But hey, I don't know. Maybe it's a better sign for him eventually, you know, going to WWE full time. But who knows when I don't know when his contract's up. I forget when that is. But but Femi just put Tony D'Angelo through this table. Probably the biggest spot so far. So not too shabby. Hello to Chris Olsen. Drew's in the house. It says, hey, Denise, just hoping you're having a good day. And by the way, awesome look. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm having a pretty decent day so far. I mean, I've pretty much been asleep for most of it. I really have been asleep for most of the day. But yeah, I didn't sleep last night. So I had to sleep at some point or else I was going to be dead during this podcast. Like dead.
I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. This guy.
Thank you so much to all the kind comments. Hello to Sadia Sankaya. We got Walter Johnson in the house. Jalen Jajesha. We got Derek Lumbus in the house. Yay! Derek says he hasn't been watching wrestling in a long time, but is here. So hell yeah, man. Hope you enjoy the Halloween Havoc show. We also got Alonzo Art in the house. Love it. We got Nick Mead, who's watching from Australia. Oh, hell yeah, man. Nick Mead, thank you so much for watching all the way from Australia. This is so freaking cool. This is so freaking cool.
To go this far. I feel for this man. I feel for Tony D.
Walter Johnson says who won so far. So far, this is the first match. We just started the show. It's Oba and Tony D here. And so far we had Tony put Oba through the barricade. Oba put Tony D through the table. And now Oba is like choking Tony D with this like bar thing.
You said family. You feel me, right? You feel me?
That's Tony D'Angelo's family.
Seems
That's
to be
who he's
wearing
fighting
out
for.
Tony D there for a second.
And he's trying to feed off the energy of the
I feel like
NXT
Tony
universe
D
here in
could have
Hershey.
gotten out of that like
It just
so much more faster. I felt like there was all these ways for Tony to be
into the
like
cover.
moving out of that.
On the line.
Felt like that kind of took a little bit too long. Crowbar, Denise. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I said I was tired. This, what did I say? The steel thing? Crowbar. Crowbar is the word, everybody. Crowbar. Anyways, I still felt like Tony could have gotten out of that a million times faster. Like, dude was being choked by a crowbar for the longest time. Look, he's going for it again. Oba's going for it again. Like, Tony, come on. Don't just lay there.
Angelo's not going to quit. It's not in his DNA. He's going to continue.
I kind of hate this crowbar spot. I'm like, I don't know why.
To create some separation. I don't know, Booker, but if you're Tony D'Angelo, you have to be thinking about Tuesday. You have to be thinking about Stacks, Rizzo. You have to be thinking about Luca Crucifino. You got to fight, and you got to unload the tank right now in this moment.
You just said something a second ago, separation. One of these guys is going to have to separate the other guy from his sisters to be able to walk away.
Again!
That's just the way I feel about it, Vic.
Ben Big says that's how the Joker killed Robin. Oh, I don't watch that stuff, so I wouldn't know about that. I'm out of the loop, guys. I'm out of the loop on that world.
Maybe I spoke too soon. Tony D'Angelo! Well, you said we talked about emptying.
All right, so there's
how much more can Tony D'Angelo have left as we are here?
They're like slowly
on the line. This is how we're kicking off Halloween Havoc.
No, they had a good start to this match.
And scares here tonight in Hershey.
No, Tony D, he kicked this thing off real fast. He came out the box very quickly. And you wonder if that did something to him. But right now, he's still got a lot of fight in it. Throwing that chair like Barry Bonds. Oh yes, man.
All right, Tony. Oh, yeah. I always find it interesting whenever like Tony D or anybody can like actually lift up Oba Femi off of his feet. It's always like hella interesting because he's so big, you know.
You said at the start of this, it was going.
Tony D has looked strong in these matches with the Oba. He's looked strong in them. Like, I think that's one of the things that's really like benefited Tony D'Angelo in these matches is just like how strong he's looked in there. Because again, Oba's not a small guy whatsoever.
At least one time before you can call yourself champion. I think that's what it's all about.
Well, this is the first defense of the North American Championship, to your point, under this stipulation. Tables, ladders, scares, where tables are legal, ladders are legal, chairs are legal, and Tony D'Angelo right now trying to rearrange a little bit around ringside here.
And Halloween Havoc kicked off in Philadelphia, PA in 1989.
Yes, boys. Oh, yes, man. In Booker's voice. I could never do Booker T's voice. I can't even try, but he's so funny sometimes on commentary.
We always say expect the unexpected. As Oba Femi just yoked up and just planted Tony D'Angelo.
Big, I'm about to get you straight on that. It's always
hold on a second. Tony D'Angelo grabbing quickly at his right knee.
Oh, no.
The history of injuries that Tony D'Angelo has faced. You got to go back to the first meeting between these two, and it was Tony D'Angelo came up a little.
So now Tony D is selling his right knee that like it's not. So now we know Tony D's not 100%. It makes sense. I mean, they're out here using all these weapons and shit.
Balance or anything like this. Is a businessman.
It's interesting that you use the word, you know, the casualties.
Ben Big says, I didn't like the crowbar spot either because he would have been dead.
As again, Booker, it's the zip tie brought out by Oba Femi. We saw this on Tuesday. I know it's
oh, he's bringing out the zip ties again.
Oba Femi right now, once again, has zip tied Tony D'Angelo.
Hello to Gary Sirico, who's also in the house. Johnny T, Walter Johnson, Ender Buckley. Oh, it's the family.
Luca. Oh! Don't think the family lasted too long, though.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now.
He is truly the ruler.
Down here, you big enough to pass a lick. David, you big enough to take one.
Look at Rizzo in the ring trying to help out the Don.
Wait, is Oba going to get his hands on Adriana Rizzo? What? I mean, last time he did, if you guys recall, last time when he shoved the family, he also shoved Adriana Rizzo. And now it's just Adriana and Oba. And he's doing his walk towards her, the one with the little bounce and everything. I don't know why. That's funny. Adriana. No, I think there's some. Oh, wait. Tony D's tied down. I forgot Tony D was tied down. What's Adriana going to do?
Look, I mean, honestly,
I'm not condoning this, bitch.
Okay, good. She made it out. Well, no, he's still coming after her. I don't know, Oba. I think this is going to backfire on you. Oh, she got the crowbar. What you going to do, Oba? Oh, come on. Adriana, girl, you should have swung. Oh, he's about to go through the ladder. Damn. Tony just speared Oba through the ladder. Okay, but question is, how did he get out of those zip ties, though? We all need to know. Because zip ties, man, you be struggling with the zip ties. You really will.
Told you, Vic. Fight or flight rules right now, Vic. This is serious. This is as real can get. Here we go.
Oh,
nice.
Just got dropped by Femi.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Say that again. In a four-foot race, power bomb to become a two-time.
Oh, all right. That was a 2 count for Oba.
Tony D right there. That's letting you know exactly how much this means to him on this night.
What must be going through the mind now of the challenger? Because this was picture perfect.
Sports and wrestling guy Joe says, what a wild match this has been so far. It's been pretty good so far. Oh, Adriana Rizzo and the family came back in. Oh, Oba's being taken out by 3 men. Okay, see, this is what's going to help Tony D'Angelo retain. Which, like I said, makes sense because, yep, there you go. Tony D'Angelo retains with the help of the family. But it makes sense again, guys. Like, he was not going to lose in his first title defense back. Like, that was not going to happen in this rematch. I personally feel that their first match together, the last one, the last match that they had, Tony D and Oba, I thought that match was way better than this match, though. This one was cool. Obviously, some cool spots here and there. But I feel like overall, the other match was a little bit more exciting because I thought that they just we got to see a different side of Tony D'Angelo in their last match that we don't often see. And then on top of that, they really, really sold those near falls last time. So I feel like the match I preferred was the last one that they had over this one that they just had here right now. But like, this one wasn't bad. It was just a totally different match, and I just preferred the last one better. Also, I just saw the replay on how freaking Obafemi tossed Channing Stacks Lorenzo into the ring post. I didn't notice how far he had actually thrown him until right now. Let's see what we got here. We got Lorenzo Anderson who says W match. Dominic Carranza says, not mad at this. Just move Oba up the card and he should be fine. We also got Sven Big who says Shattered Machine with a chair. Nice. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like I said, like a pretty good way to take out Oba Femi. We got Alonzo R who says boo. Crazy Cool D says Oba to the main roster. I would kind of like him to stick around on NXT and a little longer and maybe go for that NXT championship. I don't want to see him rush to the main roster, because then all of a sudden, who knows if they have anything for him, and then you could go without like seeing him. I don't know. I'm not in a rush to send people to the main roster, honestly. Especially now with how much more attention NXT is getting. They're doing good on CW. Like, I don't feel like I want to rush these people out the door. All right, we are on a little break here, so let's see what everybody else is saying. Send in your comments, send in your thoughts. Let's see what everyone's got today. We got Alvin White Jr. who thought that this was a solid opening match. We got Zeno Hour who says it was also a fun match. Let's see. Tracy WV points out last match didn't have all the gimmick spots. Yeah, of course not. only because of the stipulation difference. But yeah, so I did like the other one a lot more. Walter Johnson says, get the medics tonight after the hardcore match. Possibly. Taylor Cannon also enjoyed this match. Spen Big says Rizzo was the star in this match. She was a focus for sure. Like in the, I mean, she definitely helped in those two really big moments towards the finish with Adriana Rizzo basically setting him up or helping set him up into that spot where he gets put right through the ladder. And then afterwards, once again in the ring where everybody jumps in. So I feel like, yeah, they've been giving Adriana Rizzo more of a spotlight in the last couple of I'm gonna say maybe like the last recent weeks we've been seeing a little bit more of her. I feel like Adriana Rizzo for the most part has just been there. Like she has just been there. So this time it felt like she was a little bit more important in this matchup. So yeah, I do agree. But I do agree that she was more important in this matchup than she has been in the past. Let's see what else we got here. We got Mr. Opinionated who says Oba should be in the NXT title picture. 100%, but they're gonna have to like get him back there because right now he just took 2 losses for the NXT North American Championship. So he's gonna have to get some wins back and then get back into that NXT Championship picture for sure.
Reduced to this.
Oh, I was like, why are they showing this? Oh yeah, that's the Cody Rhodes Peacock documentary video.
What I needed to do.
I already forgot about all the Peacock commercials. And usually I feel like we get a lot more commercials during these NXT PLEs. So we might get a bit because usually they do a lot of commercials during these PLEs. I feel like they do. All right, we got a super chat here from Steven Martrulli. Thank you so much to Steven who says Jordan Grace versus Rhea will be money. Oba moving up to the NXT title feud. I hope so. I do hope that Oba moves up to the NXT title feud. And are you kidding me? Jordan Grace and Rhea Ripley, whenever that does happen, that's gonna be an insane visual to honestly look at because they're so tough and so big and so they're both such strong women. I can't even. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. But those are the kind of people that I want to see Rhea wrestle because you're just there watching her go up against somebody who's equally as strong, equally as big, equally as good in ring. So yeah, I do want to see Rhea versus Jordan Grace at some point. That will be money. So Stephen Martrulli, thank you so much for the super chat and for sending that in. Great. Now I really want that to happen. Like if I didn't want it already, I definitely want it now. Richard Martinez says, saw your Twitter upload, had to come to see if it was true. You're like, wait, is this AI? Is this AI or is this not AI? We got Olivia here who says, Denise, who do you think will win the NXT women's title? Down the line after Roxanne Perez, possibly who would take the title from Roxanne? I feel like NXT is going to go with, I'm going to say Cora Jade. I'm going to say Cora Jade because I think Shawn Michaels recently did an interview not too long ago, maybe like a week or 2 weeks ago, where he said that they were taking it very slowly with Stephanie and with Giulia due to the language barrier. And the fact that he said that they were taking it slowly with them kind of made me think, okay, so I think a lot of people were expecting Giulia to be the one to defeat Roxanne Perez. But I don't know, after that, it made me wonder, maybe they're not going to go right into it. But if it's not Cora Jade, I do think it'll be Giulia. So there's 2 paths, right? You can go with Giulia being the one that takes the belt off of her. And then Roxanne Perez goes into a feud with Cora Jade because they're not going to stay friends forever. They have a past. They're not going to be all chummy forever. That's not going to happen. So either Giulia's going to take that, move on to feud with Stephanie Vaquer, and then because Stephanie Vaquer has also made it very clear that she also wants the NXT Women's Championship. So it would be more of like a competitive thing. But then we can also see, oh, here's Lexus.
Lexus, you have a
Let's see what
Heritage
Lexus
Cup
team has to
match
say.
on Tuesday against Charlie Dempsey. But the big question is, have you found your corner man yet?
Well, Sarah, I've found just about everything but that. I've really been finding myself in the ring. My conditioning is on point. And I'll give it to Charlie Dempsey. He is a heck of a competitor. He comes from a great, great wrestling pedigree. But I am on my game right now. But I'm also not going to lie to you. I've been struggling to find a corner man. I've been facing days of constant rejection, ghosted texts. I leave voicemails. Nobody calls me back. And
How sad.
you know, I get it. It's so hard to change your perception around here. I get that people look at me and they see my father, but I'm not him. And I'm trying to be my own man. And, you know, it takes a man to admit that rejection really sucks. And it hits you like a ton of bricks.
I'll be your corner man.
What? Who? William Regal?
So,
Hey, we haven't seen William Regal in a while.
Alexis, I knew your father very well indeed. And if 5 decades in this industry hasn't taught me anything, it has taught me that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, especially with second-generation wrestlers. And I appreciate that you're trying to be your own man. So I'll be your corner man. Happy to do it.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Regal.
Oh, there'll be a time to thank me.
Okay,
What we've decided it's gonna be.
so William Regal is going to be in the corner of Lexis King.
Which means
This could be the thing that finally gets something happening for Alexis King on the show. We have been talking about this nonstop, how Alexis King has sort of, you know, he came in with such a buzz, it kind of died down. Nothing was really happening for Alexis King. And now it seems like they were trying to turn him babyface, but it still wasn't happening. So and we haven't seen William Regal God in forever, like on TV, especially on a weekly consistent basis. We have not really seen too much of him. So also the women's tag team match is next. Oh shit, already? Wow, I was not expecting this match to be on the second match of the night. Okay, yeah, I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting this match to be like the second to last match of the night. But anyways, back to William Regal. I really do think that this could be like the thing that helps out Lexis King and finally gets him going, finally gets him doing something interesting on the show, because I don't think that the last couple of months of Lexis King has been very interesting. So this could finally be it. This could finally be something that works for him. We got Terrence Johnson here in the house. Thank you so much, Terrence, for this generous super chat. Super chat. He says, this match shows how much of a monster Oba is, with it taking 4 people to beat. Also, the 2008 WWE draft concept is my favorite. Having matches for picks just made them more important. So I do, it's complicated, right? Because with the Oba Femi thing, sorry, this wig is just like not ideal, but so with Oba Femi and whatnot, yeah, you're right. It did take 4 people to take out Oba Femi, right? So he could be pissed, he could be angry, he got screwed, he didn't get pinned cleanly here by Tony D'Angelo like he did the first time. Actually, the first time he was also distracted by the family, so the family has played a huge role into Oba Femi's success here with the NXT North American title. But yeah, I do feel that, again, I just wasn't going into this expecting Oba Femi to win. I really wasn't. So however they got there was fine with me. I know it's probably not the ideal thing. I know that probably Oba Femi fans didn't like it, but I do also think that that was just what was expected. So they did nothing to surprise me there on that front. Oh, I love how Cora, Jade, and Roxanne Perez are matching gear today with their little plaid blue and white looking outfit. They're so differently dressed from, like, for example, Stephanie Vaquer, who looks totally different than they do with their gear. But I love that, though. I love when people look so different and have very distinct looks. Terrence Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat as well, man. Thank you so much. Someone has a sign, and I'm trying to figure out what it says, but it's the font is way too tiny. All right, let's see Giulia. Tiger Claw Gaming says not very heel-looking gears. No, they look more cutesy. Yeah. Like, just based off of gear alone, if you were to say, like, who are the heels, I would probably be like, oh, yeah, Stephanie and Giulia, because they're dressed in all spooky colors. But no, yeah, they look totally different. Oh, I just realized that Stephanie also has the Dia de los Muertos face paint. I didn't notice it until the lights went on. She looks very, very cool with the face paint on. like the Dia de los Muertos face paint. And then she also put the little flowers on her little horns. That's really, really cute. Really cute.
You know what, man? I just wanted to get your official take on
Giulia
that.
went one-on-one with the best, and I'm gonna tell you, she's good. You can believe in the press clip. She is truly just that good.
Juan Ortega says it's Thunder Vaquer. Dia de los Muertos, Thunder Vaquer. That's funny. I knew everybody was going to bring up Thunder Rosa, guys, but Thunder Rosa is doing Dia de los Muertos. That's her like overall thing that she does. But Dia de los Muertos makeup is huge like this, and lots of women do it. Lots of people do it during Dia de los Muertos. So it's not, even though it's Thunder Rosa's like thing in pro wrestling, that doesn't mean that Stephanie Vaquer can't do it, because again, it's a thing that's done very, very often for Dia de los Muertos. I've always wanted to do Dia de los Muertos face paint, but I don't got the skills for that. I don't have the skills for that. But no, she's not trying to copy Thunder Rosa. She's not trying to copy her. She's just doing her own thing, but for Dia de los Muertos.
Showered with praise and endorsed by superstars like Bailey. Her own partner called.
She is 100% not ripping off Thunder Rosa, guys. Thunder Rosa does not own Dia de los Muertos, guys. It's a thing. And also, you know, Stephanie is Latina, so she's not ripping her off. She's also honoring the Day of the Dead, which lands on, let me see.
You know what? You just answered your own question. They've won titles all over the
Let me
world.
see what day that lands on. Yeah, November 1st. Yeah, November 1st, November 2nd. So she's just honoring that. She's not trying to rip off Thunder Rosa.
I asked you that question. I just wanted your opinion on it. You're a two-time Hall of Famer. I don't have any Hall of Fame rings.
Now you got it.
Well, a tag was made, and there quickly, Cora Jade tagging out and incoming Roxanne Perez. When it comes to Vaquer and Giulia.
But I can already see it, though. I can already see the Twitter folks saying that Stephanie's copying Thunder. Guys, it's Dia de los Muertos. It's like saying, oh, you know, it's I don't know how to explain it, guys. Like, it's not, trust me, like, it's fine. It's so fine.
Always better than the first time, right? You feel me?
I can understand that as well. As a nice counter, nice reversal, go behind by Vaquer, taking down Roxanne Perez. Vaquer now flipping around Perez right back to her feet, and take a look at these two, showcasing you why the best women in the world are here in NXT. Cover, quick kick out by Vaquer, but look at Roxanne Perez. Typically, you see someone kick out, they roll off. She's staying right on top and grabbed the body part.
Roxanne Perez knows the deal, man. With somebody like Stephanie Vaquer, you want to keep her real close to the body because she got a lot of strength as well as she's technical. Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
nice counter. Now
I love how fast Stephanie moves. Like, 1 second she's doing one thing, and the next she's already moved into like something else. She's already moved on to something else.
Vaquer was looking for maybe that crucifix, didn't have the arm. Vaquer into the cover, kick out by Perez. Perez now back up front, maybe looking for a submission. Gonna walk right through, gonna roll through Vaquer now. Her shoulders are down.
Nice. I love that Roxanne did the same thing that Stephanie did, or at least she tried. It failed for her, though.
this is a chess match. This is a chess match right there.
I love the way that Roxanne sold that while Stephanie was like smashing her face in. Her arms were like wailing all crazy. That's great.
Is going to face Kalani Jordan in a gauntlet match for the Women's North American title.
What an ingenious plan. What a master plan, a gauntlet match. There's no way Kalani Jordan walks out tonight and steal.
That matchup still to come is now Vaquer up over Giulia, dropping Perez, spinning right around with a fake.
Tiger Claw Kamey says, it's like if someone came out wearing Road Warrior spikes, though. No, it's totally different. It's not a culture thing. Spikes are not a culture thing. It's totally different. You can't compare the two. It's apples and oranges. Like, Stephanie Vaquer is doing a culture thing, guys. It does not compare. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all.
This is textbook.
Like, for example, if tomorrow I showed up in Dia de los Muertos face paint, I wouldn't necessarily be like, you know, copying Thunder Rosa. I mean, you would be doing Thunder Rosa does it. It's her thing, right? We get it. But if you're not a wrestling fan, you would never know that I was trying to be Thunder Rosa. You would think, oh, she's just honoring Dia de los Muertos, because that's just what it is. And everybody does their, I'm telling you, it's a thing. Everybody does their face paint like that. It's a huge, huge thing. A bunch of people do it. So that's why Stephanie did too, because she's honoring Dia de los Muertos.
This is a rookie. This is a rookie ref.
Not a rookie ref. Perez getting to the bottom rope. It doesn't matter that Cora Jade did, but yes, the hold needs to be broken. But as we talk about this international dream team, I mean, what does this duo bring to NXT?
No, they bring a whole lot to NXT, as well as we see Giulia what she got Vaquer. We're going to see exactly what she's made of tonight. And it's going to happen late in those deep waters here tonight. Trust me on that.
Roxanne Perez did not like what had just transpired in the ring to what you were trying to bring up a second ago. And now she's charging right back in. Nice counter. Nice reversal. Giulia, though, going up, going over to the outside, swinging and miss. Perez doesn't connect.
I'm really loving this match so far, by the way, guys. Like, Roxanne has been killing it so far with Stephanie and now with Giulia. We haven't seen Cora Jade get tagged in yet, but Roxanne has been doing a great job in there with Stephanie and now Giulia.
Take another look and just take a look at that impact that sent Perez all the way across the ring.
In perfect position on that drop kick as well, Vic. Right on the chin.
Okay, hey!
Beautiful tag
Cora
team.
Jade,
Beautiful
right out
tag
here. The
team.
official didn't see what just happened. And now Roxanne
Doesn't matter.
and Cora Jade.
Oh, okay. So now Roxanne and Cora are basically tag teaming with against Giulia, but the referee did not see that.
5 seconds. Where are you getting 3 seconds?
3 seconds on the outside. 3 seconds on the outside.
Hey, you coming up with new rules. This isn't reality wrestling. You just can't create what rules are happening here at Halloween Havoc as a tag was made.
Okay, finally, we're getting the Cora. Cora just got tagged in.
Knee strikes right to Giulia, and the 2-on-1 continuing. Perez.
Oh, man, big shot.
Followed up by Jade, who is legal, who's into the cover, and
Now,
a near
Vic,
fall.
this is when the rubber meets the road right now.
The rubber meets the road. Booker T, I love the stuff that he says sometimes. Like, they're not things that I would normally think of, to say.
You got to wonder where the mindset of all 4 of these women will be on that
What are you
night.
talking about tickets on sale? Those tickets are gone, man. This sold out. What are you talking about? This sold out.
Into the cover. Jade hooking the inside leg. Will it be enough? And Giulia kicking out. Well, let's talk about this match
Tickets
a
on
little bit
sale.
more.
You didn't know tickets on sale? 30 minutes. They were gone. Going like hotcakes.
We have a C4 before we came out here. We're supposed to be cutting back on those. As we try to talk about Cora, Roxanne, former NXT.
By the way, the C4 energy drinks are pretty good. I had the grape one, and I had 2 other ones. I think I did a taste testing on one of these watch-alongs in the past, and they were pretty good. Not even gonna lie, I do have C4 in my refrigerator. I don't drink them often, but they are there.
In NXT for the first time, you just happy. You having fun. Then you realize it's a job. It's a check at the end of the night. It's a legacy at the end of the day. And then you wise up. That's what happened with Roxanne Perez.
I do got to give credit to Cora Jade in her first
All right.
match back. Obviously, coming off the injury, she has had great pacing thus far and we're able to kick out. She really has shown no ring rust and has been right on top of the action as she just strikes again, dropping Giulia.
Big shot there by Cora Jade. I haven't lost a ton.
Okay, that was pretty quick, but she did fine. She did fine, Cora.
Competition, and she's looking real good.
There's something these two have said, and that is Perez and Cora Jade. Have they really been the backbone of the women's division?
You know what?
Big knee just got caught, though.
Roxanne Perez, 2-time NXT Women's Champion. I would agree with that. Yes, I would agree with that. 100%.
Yeah, but this does feel like this is mainly Roxanne Perez kind of handling everything for her team for the most part. Feels like she's been in there for like the majority of it. Oh, I love that. The double slap. That was cool. I loved it because, okay, so Roxanne went for a slap on Giulia. Giulia ducked it, then tried to return the favor, but Roxanne ducked it. So then they both did it, and they both ended up taking each other out. I liked that. That was fun to watch.
Yes, but smart there by Roxanne Perez to stop that momentum.
And finally, the tie was made.
Let's go. Nice. Beautiful crossbody.
High crossbody off the top. Charger right back in. Vaquer able to sidestep for the moment. Able to catch Perez and then drops Perez. And there's Jade. But Vaquer realized what was going on. Get the hell out of the way, ref. Relentless is Vaquer. Oh, and Vaquer for a moment was gobbledygooking Perez and Cora Jade all around the ring, but a dragon screw out of the corner.
That was nasty.
That could be it.
That was a nasty.
Into the cover. And
I was waiting for Cora. I thought Cora was going to break up that pinfall.
You gotta question yourself. Has the damage been done?
I think so. I can't decide who Roxanne has had the best chemistry with, if it's with Stephanie or if it's with Giulia. I really can't decide. I think I'm kind of liking Roxanne and Stephanie a little bit more, but I can't decide. It's like very, very even.
Relentless offense and things starting to break down.
I'm a little worried about her well-being. Only thing she can't lose the championship in a match like this. The only good thing.
Yes, I agree with the Brenda Boxer here who says Stephanie is smooth. She really is.
Oh, baby. Here we go, Vic.
Perez wiping out the field. And Cora Jade in her first match back.
The hell is she?
Oh, what? Cora Jade with her coffin drop.
And now look who's in control. This is what we talk about when we bring up momentum. It can change just like that here in NXT.
Big momentum shift right there.
I've been liking this match, by the way. Oh, look, there they go again. Stephanie and Roxanne.
Center of the ring. That arm, that left arm is trapped.
I want to see Stephanie and Giulia win this match. Although I think it might be Roxanne and Cora because they're heels, but I do want to see Stephanie and Giulia kind of like get the win. But I do think it might be Roxanne and Cora just because they're heels.
You just heard Perez remind everyone why they're here, that she is the best woman in the world. Was looking for pop rocks out of the corner, counter. Quick strike to the stomach. Vaquer now to the top. Perez following her up.
Talking about quick. Kira's so quick, but she just got caught right there by Roxanne Perez. One step ahead.
Oh, Stephanie Vaquer right now.
Oh, nice.
From the top to the mat.
Roxanne's been on fire, guys. She does not get enough credit. I really don't think Roxanne gets enough credit for all the work that she does.
Jade right now,
she looked great, and she's been looking great in this match.
And again, showing no fear.
That's it.
Giulia broke up the
at the last second.
What a matchup that has lived up to its billing. All four women now in the ring, and again, Book, I think it's Stephanie Vaquer and Cora Jade.
Oh shit. Bro, she was like spitting her so much.
You can say that one more time. And take a look at Cora Jade now.
Nice.
Gut wrench.
Beautiful gut wrench.
Well, Giulia and Perez isolated. Look at the two standing. It's the two legal superstars in this matchup.
I lost track of who were the legal persons in this match. Like, I don't even know who was it anymore.
Made of it right now. Cora Jade is letting it all hang out, man.
Say that again, and also it's Cora Jade. We're seeing exactly what she's made of as Vaquer now trying to power up Jade in a big backdrop to create a little bit of that separation. All four of these women are down. All four of these women are laying it on the line. What a matchup.
Oh, I love it. The fans are really showing respect for this match, too. Like, there's a couple of people that are standing up doing, like, a little mid-standing ovation.
NXT Universe showing their love for these four, and that is a big knee from the beautiful Madness. Lights could be out, and there was a lot on that kick out from Cora Jade.
Roxanne, she's still feeling late on that kick out right there.
Counter for a moment, and Jade answering right back, makes the tag.
All right, there goes Roxanne again.
Or just moments ago was maybe a little bit wobbly. Maybe she's regrouped herself here in the moment. Giulia up top. Countered. They're looking for maybe a doomsday device. And a winner. Giulia, big suplex. Tag.
Let me tell you, the fatigue is setting in. I hate to say it. Roxanne.
Oh, shit.
Cora right now seems that way.
Well, we all knew what this was going to be. These four have to lay it on.
Oh, man, she's just grabbed. She just freaking. Oh, there's Stephanie, too. Hey, do they got the win here? Oh, nice. Is it over? Oh, shit. Yep, Stephanie and Giulia did get this victory. I wanted them to win, but I didn't think they were actually going to win here tonight. I was kind of thinking like, oh, yeah, Cora and Roxanne are going to win. They're the heels, blah, blah, blah. That's what I was thinking, but I'm kind of glad that they gave the win to Stephanie and Giulia.
But what an
I really thought this match was very, very entertaining to watch. Very entertaining. Like Cora, she hung in there. Of course, she hasn't been, in the ring as often due to her injury. So she's been, she hasn't been as active as all these other women have been, again, because she was out. But she hung in there, and Roxanne hustled in this match, guys. She was throwing down with both Stephanie, with Giulia, having two different, styles of matches with both of them. Like, both of them, she was doing something totally different with Giulia, totally different with Stephanie. I really, really like that. Wait. Oh, I'm like, the lights went down. What's going to happen? Nothing. They're just going to commercial. Oh, no, they're going to... Wait, is Delta coming out? Oh, no, Delta's coming out. I wasn't sure what was happening here. That's right. They've been promoting... I'm sorry, not Delta. It's Zarya. She's Zarya now. For those of you guys who missed it, she got a name change. She's Zarya. She made her official NXT debut last week at the end of the show, but they've been promoting her for Halloween Havoc now for several weeks. I actually thought she was going to make her debut here tonight. I wasn't expecting her debut this Tuesday. She looks great, man. She looks so cool. I can't wait to see how she does on NXT. But damn, what a start. Okay, that was really good. So far, that's been the best match of the night. Again, I really, really liked what they did there. Let's see what everybody else is saying about how they enjoyed. Send me your thoughts on this match. What did you think about what you saw with Stephanie and Giulia and Roxanne and Cora and Zarya? I should add Zarya too. Cameron Brigland says they're 2-0 so far in their predictions. I guess I'm 1-1 because I was actually expecting Roxanne and Cora to get the win. Cameron Brigland, let's see who else we got here. Cheesesteak 59 says I expected Cora to be the one who got pinned. We got Ryan Main, who says Ozzy represent, oi oi oi. M Durrett says, damn, I think I'm in love with Stephanie. She's so good, right? Like, she's so earlier someone was saying how smooth she is. She really is super smooth, and she just does things very flawlessly. She looks great, so that doesn't hurt. We got Juan Ortega, who says Delta time. AB Johnson says give the cameraman a raise. No, I loved the visual too of Zarya right now up on the little skybox where she was standing at. I thought that was really good. Mystery Dex says, already know how good Giulia is, but this was a good showcase for Stephanie. Right? Exactly. I don't know. Like, I think if you were to ask me, like, if I'm a bigger fan of Stephanie or Giulia, based off of what we've seen so far on NXT, I gotta say Stephanie, guys. I think Stephanie has been really looking great on NXT. So for me, it's more Stephanie. Oh, they're doing a what's in the box with the boogeyman in there.
Whoa, I got it. Wait, why is it jiggly?
Oh my gosh, another touching boogeyman's face.
It's somebody's face. Did you feel it like a skull? Yeah, you feel the eyeballs? Wait.
Oh my god, she's like stabbing his eye. Bianca stabbed. Wait, is Bianca putting her?
Oh god. It's like a skull with light.
Picking his nose.
It's warm. I don't like.
It's sticky and warm. What's this? Oh, it's warm.
So Boogeyman has a really warm head.
Oh no. Oh, it's an ear. It's a head, obviously.
It's
like a head.
his head is in his mouth. Champa, please go wash your hands right now.
What was that? I'm so nervous. The last time I did this, it was really gross. Oh my god! Wait a second. This feels like someone's head. Wait a second. This is somebody's head, bro. Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
poor Bailey.
I don't like spiders, so I just get.
I feel you, girl. I don't like spiders either.
This part feels hairy and it feels disgusting. I
Oh.
get freaked out easily. It feels like a head or something.
Poor Boogeyman. People calling him disgusting.
Yeah, it's a head.
Oh no, Indy, no. No one's touched the mouth yet
Why is it
besides
hot?
Champa. Champa was the only one who touched it.
A pumpkin? A warm pumpkin?
You can lift the box off.
what Ciampa thinks because he had his finger in his mouth, bro.
I hate you, Boogeyman.
I'm just gonna say it's like a mannequin head or a prop head for Halloween. I'm nervous.
This video's great. This is probably one of like the better videos that they've done.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
It's just like,
Is the boogeyman?
Okay, this is the one I wanted to see. Ah, Ciampa just realized it. Ciampa just realized it. He had his fingers in his mouth. Bianca fell. Poor Bianca. She's not having it. She is not having it. Yeah, she realized it. Her finger was up his nose. She was like stabbing his eye. Okay, that was funny. I had not seen that video. That's probably my favorite video that they've ever done. Because usually, like, a lot of that stuff that they do tends to come out, like, really corny. This one was actually pretty funny, though.
you all right?
Yeah,
That was
no,
funny.
No, it's
Brenda Boxer says he's seen commercials. Okay, so for those of you who didn't see this video, it was the boogeyman
okay.
head inside of like through a table, but he's covered by a box, and like they had a bunch of wrestlers just like go in there and like they have to figure out like what's in the box, right? Because all they can do is touch it. And so they're just trying to touch it and figure it out, but none of them knew it was the boogeyman. And the nastiest one was Bianca and Ciampa, because Bianca put her fingers inside his nose, and then Ciampa had his fingers inside of his mouth. It was very disgusting, but it was very great. That was funny. We got Juan Ortega here with a very kind super chat. Thank you so much to Juan. He says,
all right.
let's see. Hey, Denise, for the next Blue Chew ad, do the Joe Hendry turn with the Blue Chew. Promo code Denise. I feel like I just took a Blue Chew. I felt like I just took a Blue Chew after seeing Giulia. Love Giulia. My goodness. Y'all are wild in this chat. But Juan, I do think your idea is great about me being Blue Chew Joe Hendry. That would be pretty hilarious. But thank you so much for the good idea and for the super chat. I appreciate you. We got Fen Big, who also said that was great. Tony's like, poor Bianca. And we got Super Pro in the house. We also got J Rock Dog, who's in here too. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, hello to Olivia. Thank you so much for hopping in. Janica says, I like the match. Got a little sloppy near the end, but great finish and great work. I really liked what they did, guys. I was a fan of that women's tag team match. But what I'm not a fan of, though, is these long-ass commercials. And I feel bad for if you guys are seeing actual commercials. I'm at least getting, like, some random WWE content in here. That was pretty enjoyable. But I do wish that they would do, like make it move faster. Oh, there's Dave.
Roxanne, Perez.
Dave and Bubba.
The only three words that come to mind when coming about Halloween Havoc so far is, this is awesome. That women's tag match, I'm a tag team specialist. I gotta tell you, that was one.
Why isn't Dave wearing a costume? It's Halloween Havoc. I feel like Dave should have showed up in his pink robe or something.
You're 100% right, because this is a new era for this NXT women's division. And how about the way the show started with Tony D'Angelo and Oba Femi? Tony D'Angelo not only defending his NXT North American Championship, but also defending his family. What a match to start this show.
Tables, ladders, and scares.
Oh my God.
As one of the four founders of TLC, I can tell you that was one hell of a match. Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo, they laid it all on the line. It was physical, it was brutal, and like I predicted in the pre-show, Tony D'Angelo still your North American champion.
Tony D'Angelo, Zaria, and then coming up next, this ambulance match
Oh, the ambulance match is next. All right. This is the ambulance match is not one that I'm like primarily looking forward to, only because I haven't been too interested in the storyline. It's probably been like my least favorite thing on the show, but we'll see what they end up doing here regardless.
Let's look at the history.
The last ambulance match that they had, I feel was someone please correct me. Was it the
Welcome.
Was the Damon Kemp one, right?
A place of higher learning.
I remember that. I was like, I remember enjoying that match a whole lot, but I don't remember if that's the last ambulance match that we saw in NXT. There was also the Pretty Deadly one with was that an ambulance match? The Pretty Deadly Tony D one? With Tony D and the family, or was it Channing Stacks or Dimes or one of them that was with them? Those are the ones that I remember, but those were like the last like recent ones that I remember. So yeah, we'll see what else we got here. Baron Webesque says hello, blonde Tony Khan. I am most definitely not blonde Tony Khan. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, TJ Smooth says he thinks it was Damon Kemp and Julia Screen. That's what I was trying to think. I was like, I feel like that's the last one that I remember. And I remember really enjoying that last time. So
it comes in defeat.
You never know. Maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised. Again, this is not, I just haven't been too into this storyline, guys. I haven't been able to get into Ridge Holland. I am not a fan of Chase U. So this has probably been like my least favorite thing on the show. But like I said, usually these matches tend to surprise people. So maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised right now. Let's give some shout outs here. Let's see who else is in this chat. I want to make sure to give some shout outs to people. If I haven't said hello to you, please let me know. I know everybody's kind of been like coming in and out. So introduce yourself if you're new here. If this is your first watch along. I hope you guys are having a good time. We just kind of come out here and hang out and watch wrestling. So it's nothing too crazy. And then if you are new here, yeah, just let me know. If you're a regular, I already know the regulars. I already know you guys. Hey, we got Oliver Drake in the house. Where did Oliver Drake go? So yeah, Oliver Drake says, have you ever been into anything involving Chase U, Denise? Have I ever been liked anything that they've been involved in? I do like, I can't even say Thea Hale because Thea Hale, I'm such a big fan of hers, but it's usually just her that I'm a big fan of. Like, I love watching Thea Hale, like, get all really excited and really hyped up. I love watching Thea Hale wrestle. I love Thea Hale. So the only thing that I like about Chase U is Thea Hale. I do like Riley Osborne. I think Riley Osborne has a lot of potential. So I do like him too. But that's kind of where I'm at with Chase U, though. That's about it. That's about it for me. About Oliver Drake, great question. So my only answer to you is anything involving Thea Hale, I like. All right, let's see what else we have here. We got a super chat here from Stephen Woodward. Thank you so much, Stephen. He says it's cool to see Busted Open podcast on the show. No, it really is. This is, I think Dave's been on now like 3 different times on NXT, if I'm correct, at least 3 times. I think it's cool when they do stuff like that, especially because, like, you know, Dave is so popular through Busted Open. So I feel like that's a really cool thing to do because then people are like, oh shit, you know, they have reactions like this where it's like, oh shit, yeah. Plus it's also really great promotion for the podcast. At the end of the day, huge promotion for the podcast because people are like, okay, you know, maybe I should go check out Busted Open, see what's going on. So I feel like that's a really cool thing for them, like to get that promotion. I really, really do. Stephen Woodward, thank you so much for the super chat. Day here says, hello, I'm not new, but I love you and everything you do. I'm an occasioner. I love that. An occasioner. We got regulars, we got occasioners, and then noobs. Anybody who's a noob. I love that. All right, well, thank you so much for being an occasioner. I appreciate it a whole lot. I really do. We got Brandon Rosen who sends in a super chat. Thank you so much to Brandon. He says, just join the stream, Denise. What did I miss? And who are you supposed to be? What do you mean, who am I supposed to be? I'm Joe Hendry. Hold on. You see it? You see it now? You see it? You gotta believe, Brandon. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. I'm glad that you hopped into the stream. Brandon is a regular, everybody. Brandon always comes through. We got Corey MacArthur here who says these watch-alongs are the best. Thank you so much, Corey. This week we're gonna have quite a few because again, I'll be live tomorrow for Monday's watch-along. I'm live every Monday for Raw. And then Wednesday, Reg and I are doing a watch along for Dynamite because they're doing Friday Night Dynamite. So we'll be here, we'll be dressed up, we'll be having a good time. So you guys probably won't see regular Denise for like at least a week, at least probably until Friday, because I definitely won't have a costume Friday because Halloween's on Thursday. Shit, that reminds me, I'm having a Halloween party and I haven't even planned anything. Crap. All right, I got like a few days to plan this Halloween party that I'm doing, and I literally just remembered. All right, Corey MacArthur, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Daryl here, McCluskey, who says, I'm new to your group and I like it a whole lot. Hell yeah, Daryl, welcome. I like doing these watch-alongs because it's just a way for people to, like, you know, just chill and hang out. Nothing too serious, just having a good time. Andre Trace, is he dressed as Freddy Krueger? I like Freddy Krueger used to always scare me. I remember when I watched like Nightmare on Elm Street, I couldn't sleep after that. I was like, no way. All right, let's see who else we got here. Young Jinx says, I literally stopped Peacock because of no interest in the match. Would rather watch, listen, Denise go over what's happening than watching live. Oh, no. It's been a pretty decent show, guys. Like, the opening match was fun. Again, love the tag team match, and we'll see what they do here with this ambulance match. Let's see what else we have here. Tracy does say she does like the presentation of Reg Holland. Yes, boy says, Denise, would you buy a JBL comeback one last run, or he was just posting a thirst trap gym pic? Was he really? I know he's kind of been just like popping up everywhere. I know he was on Bound for Glory last night. Honestly, doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm like, whatever, to be honest. Like, if we got a JBL comeback, sure, cool, whatever. But I think he's kind of better off just doing like random appearances on all these shows. I think it gets him like some buzz and whatnot. We got a super chat here from John Taylor. Thank you so much to John. By the way, this match just started with Andre and Ridge. John Taylor says, crazy that Joe Henry hijacked Denise's channel. Hey, a bunch of people said his name, so he finally appeared, okay? He had to appear at some point. But in real talk, though, I do have 2 Joe Henry interviews up on this channel. One from like 2 years ago and one that was recently this year. So if you guys want to check those out, if you're Joe Henry fans, you guys can do so. That's here on the channel. John Taylor, thank you so much for popping into the stream and also sending in the super chat. Christopher Snow says Denise has a better beard than me. It's not fair. Dude, I had such a hard time drawing this beard on. Like, I started going one direction and then I accidentally started going a different direction. And before I knew it, my beard did not match whatsoever. Like, I did 20 different strokes on this beard. Like, you know, I'm not an artist, guys. I'm not an artist. I would not cut it as an artist whatsoever. I don't even think I could paint a wall now because I'd paint it all in different directions. And you know, you're supposed to keep everything in one direction. Nope, not me. And I noticed that when I was putting this beard together. Christopher. Now I'm wondering about your beard, Christopher. That's so funny. It's so funny. M. Durant says he hates Sunday PLEs because he always forgets about the show today. Yeah, I know. I don't mind Sunday PLEs. I prefer, I don't even know what I prefer. To be honest, I'm cool with everything. Wait, is this the ambulance? Oh, it's a hearse ambulance. I was like, this does not look like an ambulance. This is a hearse. This is not an ambulance. If the freaking ambulance came to pick me up in my house with this, I'd be like, bro, at least give me a shot at living. You're already counting me dead here, trying to get me into a hearse? No thanks, bro. Leave me in my house. I would be terrified. Can you imagine, guys, this ambulance hearse coming to get you at your house or something? Hells no. Hells no, I would not go. I'm not going to let you guys take me in no hearse ambulance. Everyone says it's like the Ghostbusters car. Yeah, but I would not want that picking me up. Hells no.
Ridge was looking for redemption. Chase took Holland in when no one else wanted to give Ridge a chance. And Ridge Holland just turned his back. And now, cooling him down is Andre Chase, and it's all
Don't say that, Vic.
I just said it.
Fire extinguisher. You can tell that thing was heavy, too.
Put them back in their winning ways. If it wasn't for Ridge Holland, none of that would have happened, Vic. You know that.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up. So then explain to me how Ridge feels betrayed. by Chase after they lost those tag team titles. Let's look at it the other way. Ridge didn't win gold until he met Andre Chase, and Chase just got tossed.
I think that's what makes it creepier. Lurius Johnson's like, it's the Ghostbuster ambulance. Yeah, that's what makes it creepier. It's creepy to me. I don't want to go in that ambulance. No. It's creepy.
Andre Chase and how he feels after that thud.
I personally, like, I don't like seeing Hurst at all. Like, that stuff just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, anytime I see a hearse, like, when I'm driving down the street, I don't like it. Like, I don't like seeing them. They make me very nervous. So, to me, it's just hella creepy.
And look, to your point, Ridge Holland, 6 years, no title. 6 months with Andre Chase at a championship around his waist. What's so bad? Look in the mirror. Ridge Holland needed to look in the mirror.
Wait, what's the crowd chanting? We want what? I don't know what they were saying. Cody Sen, tell us that's Will the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. That's funny. Ender Buckley said, about to say I'm a little old like the Hitchcock era movies. They used them. Yeah, that's terrifying. Fred Biggs in the house. He says 1959 Cadillac Miller ambulance. It's really a 1959 Cadillac. I have no idea. No idea. But Sven Big, regardless, thank you so much for sending the super chat in.
Ridges sent Chase. Ridges sent Duke Hudson to the hospital all this year. And
I can't tell how the people feel about this match, you know?
The strength, the precision, and then the planting.
Because I couldn't tell what they were chanting.
Looking for some
we want what?
Looking for something that he can
I'm gonna put the volume up.
A whole lot of pain just like that.
All right, if someone can hear properly what they're saying, I can't hear what they're properly saying. Spend big, we want ice cream. Brett says earlier they were chanting, we want pumpkins. Hey, I actually do think that pumpkins in these types of matches for Halloween Havoc do make plenty of sense.
That's all BS.
What are you talking about?
You said it was BS. I agree with you now. You're talking about everything that happened that Ridge Holland did to others. Oh, here tonight, everything he can do is legal. And I got to admit, I was just about to give you credit. You were the first to call him out on that.
I didn't call him out on his return. I just said Ridge Holland was a snake, and you got to touch the snake.
Yes, boys, says we want pumpkins. Okay, so everyone's saying that they're chanting, we want pumpkins. All right, all right. Richard Martinez is like, the crowd needs to enunciate. Pumpkins. Thank you. Please emphasize it.
Well, you can honestly tell me that everything Andre Chase has endured over the last several months, he deserves.
Andre Chase is a con man. Okay?
Oh, Ridge Holland is getting some heat here. Good for him.
Ridge Holland being shown no love here in the sweetest place on
Nice. Okay. I think they need to have Andre Chase win this, guys. This needs to come to an end.
Remember everything we've talked about.
I don't want to continue seeing this storyline play out every single week. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on for sure.
Both got the kendo stick. Who will make the first mistake? It was Ridge. And this one's for Duke. This one's for Riley Osborne. Andre Chase remembering Thea Hale. And this is for the
Oh man, guys, I'm never getting indoctrinated into this Chase U family, guys. I'm never gonna be there. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. Oh god. All right, that's nice.
Andre Chase, university size ass whooping.
I gotta agree with you on that right now. Andre Chase has that look in his eye, that 1,000.
We got John Taylor here. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, what is your favorite Halloween costume that you've done? For me, it has honestly been a tie between Scott Steiner and Goldust. I thought those were so much fun, even though the Goldust one I did not wear for that long because it was so hot in it. I could not, like, it was 1,000 degrees in that costume. Wearing the wig, the makeup, the clothes, I have no idea. Like, when I interviewed Dustin, I asked him about that. I was like, how'd you like wrestling with that with the outfit and the makeup? Like, you know, he was like, yeah, like essentially it was not, you know, easy in the beginning, but obviously he got used to it. But it's not ideal to be in that outfit. I can't imagine like wrestling in that outfit. Like, it's just a God, it was not ideal whatsoever. It was so hot in that thing. It was so tight. It was like fitting you in all the wrong places. It was not enjoyable whatsoever, but I liked how it looked. So Goldust was probably my favorite. And then Scott Steiner, that one was another uncomfortable one too, because that one I had to wear the wig, but then I also had the chain on top of the wig. So that was so uncomfortable too. And I did the whole post show with that, plus the muscles. So the muscles added so much heat to me. Yeah, all these costumes are always very uncomfortable. So I did that. Those are my two favorite ones for sure. I really, really liked those. But there's times where I want to do like more regular ones where I don't have to be uncomfortable. But it always happens this way. It always happens this way. Jay Murdoch says Goldust was your best. I also liked HBK. I liked HBK too. I did like that one too. I thought that one was really, really fun. That one wasn't like uncomfortable either, you know. So I do like when they make me a little bit more relaxed. Sven Big says Goldust was cool and made me feel funny inside. Oh no. Hello to Lenise. It's just how's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. I think everyone's doing good here in the chat too. That's funny.
I didn't like the original. I'm not gonna like the remake. Looking for that redeemer.
All right, they're getting to the table. Let's see what they do here. DDT through the table. Yeah, the table's not going to break just with that. So we got John Taylor here who says you do a good job of rocking the white dudes. Rocking the white dudes. I almost had a theme for this year, but then it kind of fell apart. But I can't tell you guys what the theme is. But then the theme's really not existed anymore. I had a theme, but now it's not a theme anymore.
This is wise of Andre Chase.
But yeah, I'd been wanting to do Joe Hendry because I knew that this one was going to be like easy to put together, you know? All you need is the wig, the blue shirt, and the white pants, and some facial hair. And you're Joe Hendry. Bailey Darling, this is a good question. What's your most hated costume? The costume I hated the most? Oh, shit. I don't know. Let me think about that one. Hold on 1 second. I need to go back and look.
Had a hell of a plan cooking. This ambulance match. Oh.
You think it's going to be that easy? You think it's going to be that easy to put Ridge Holland?
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I don't know where my thing's at. Okay. I don't think there was one that I hated. Now that I look at them,
He's using the same strategy. I'd be saying the same thing.
you know what? Maybe the Seth Rollins one. That one was kind of boring to me. So maybe the Seth Rollins one, because that one was super easy. It was just the mask and the pink blazer, and that was kind of it. So because that one wasn't like too crazy, I think that was probably my least favorite, was the Seth Rollins one, because it was really just the mask. And I had the reason why I had that mask in the first place was because I had gone, I don't remember where, but I bought one of those WWE magazines where they give you like little prizes and things, and then like you open it and you get like all these random things. One of the things that I got was a Seth Rollins mask, and I was like, all right, I have a Seth Rollins mask. I might as well do something with it. So that's what I ended up doing, but I didn't really like it too much. It was creepy, which was great, like a creepy Seth Rollins, because you couldn't even see the eyes. But yeah, that one was probably my least favorite.
Andre Chase now. Fighting with anything. Fighting with everything.
All right, we finally got the pumpkins. Oh, the crowd is so excited because they were asking for the pumpkins and they finally got the pumpkin.
What the hell is he gonna do?
By any means necessary.
Man.
You gotta get him in the ambulance, Chase.
I'll hand it to them, though. The crowd really does care about this match for the most part. They're buying into everything.
Gotta give Mr. Chase a lot of
Or at least most things here.
Ridge is in.
Is it over? Is it over?
Close the door. You win.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Ridge tried to overpower, fight through. Look at Andre.
Sven Big says Hershey loves pumpkins.
Trying to use
Richard Martinez points out big pop for pumpkins.
like a monster in the night, ripping at the eye, ripping at the flesh of Andre Chase. And like Michael Myers rising.
Oh, he's about to catapult him onto the door. Yikes.
We knew what we were getting into here tonight at Halloween Havoc. These two signed up for this. But for Ridge Holland, the Redeemer DDT, right in front of the ambulance. This has been carnage. This has been chaos. Andre Chase out on his feet. And Ridge Holland slammed shut.
Oh, what? Ridge Holland wins this? Oh my God, this is going to continue even more. No. No. I'm sorry. Am I the only person who's just like, bleh? All right, I need people's reactions to this. I don't even know what to say. I was kind of hoping we were done with this, but we're not done with this. This is going to continue. This was not for me, guys. I tried to care about this match. I wasn't into the feud. Wasn't into the match. I didn't care for the finish. I didn't care for the outcome of the finish. Oh my God. All right, let's see what people are saying. All right, we got Richard Martinez says fight forever. Brendo Boxer says Dan. Richard Martinez says interesting. Tim Biotti says boo. Let's see. Larice Johnson liked it. Let's see. Sven Big says whack. I'm making coffee. Let's see. John Taylor says, oh my God, just saw your costume pictures on Twitter. It looks like that shirt goes down to your ankles. I ordered the wrong size. That's essentially what happened. This is accidentally an extra large. Jay Murdoch says Ridge needed this. M. Durrett says Duke will end it. Johnny T says no, it's the end. Cameron Briglin says I had a feeling that Holland would win. Crazy Cool D reminds me of my rating system. Sending the Ice Cube. Yeah. Ender Buckley says crowd didn't like the ending either. No, I don't think so. Let's see. Cameron Briglin is now 3-0 in their predictions. I am 1-2 in my predictions at this point. Cheesesteak 59 says boo. Tracy's like, yay, so happy. Dom Tribe T has not liked the show so far. I liked the women's tag team match. I feel like that's not getting enough love. Don the Visionary says, Denise, you threw me off with that costume, girl. I didn't know you were on it first. You were like, is this Denise Salcedo's YouTube channel? Who the fuck is this?
This place?
Who ate Denise and mixed her in there with Joe Hendry? Oh my gosh. Don the Visionary, thank you so much for making me laugh here. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we only got 2 more matches left. Yara Paul says who won? Ridge Holland won. Taylor Cannon says didn't care about that match at all. Don the Visionary says the match was aight. AB says match was meh. Jay Murdoch says it wasn't bad. Young Jinx, I'm not even going to read that one. It's too descriptive. Mystery Deck says they liked it. Alvin White Jr. says that he felt weird and flat. Andrea Price says poor Andre Chase. Zeno Howard does think the show is good so far. It's been okay, guys. It's been okay. It's a little bit more than okay. I think the only match I haven't liked is the ambulance match. The tables, ladders, and scares was fine. Tag team match, good.
touch grass
And
just
then
straight
this
bounce.
one was just there. It was just happening.
But I will knock your lights out.
Watching this Nikita promo, or vignette rather.
Now I've had some setbacks, but I live by the motto: the pounce back is always greater than the setback. The NXT Women's Division is the best division in wrestling. But I'm here to let you ladies know that this lioness is about to be untamed, and I'm ready to take over.
All right. All right. Well, we'll see what Nikita Lyons ends up doing. But yeah, she's been back since her what do you call it, injury. She was out for a while. God, it's crazy how many people were just out like due to torn ACLs and things like that. You know, thankfully we got Cora back, we got Nikita back. They pretty much came almost like at the same, like around the same time too. So there you go. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Money in the Bank winner.
Lewis says LMAO just jumped on the stream and didn't know I was going to see Joe Hendry, I believe. Y'all said his name too much. He finally appeared. All right, Johnny T says the tag was great. TLC was good. See, like it wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's funny. Oh, we got Wrestling Ops here who says they turned 18 on the 23rd. Happy late birthday to Wrestling Ops. Thank you so much for hopping in here, and I hope you had a nice birthday. Turning 18. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. Oh, we got John Taylor here who sends in a super chat saying, I don't get the CW, so I haven't been able to watch NXT. Had no idea there was an NXT PLE. Pleasantly surprised to see white Scottish Denise. White Scottish Denise. Hey, I did climb the oh my gosh, I did go to Scotland. Was it this year that I went to Scotland? Yeah, I went to Scotland. I climbed Arthur's Peak. That was recommended by Joe Hendry. What do you call it? What else? I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's it. Look, I went to Scotland one time and I'm Joe Hendry for Halloween. But in terms of the CW, I know it's harder for some people to watch the CW. It is for me too. I have managed to find a way to watch it that has worked for me every week. So that's been good, because if not, then I didn't know what I was going to do like for the actual podcast. But thankfully that got all figured out. So I'm good now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't know there was a PLE today. Maybe it's just a matter of like trying to keep up like on YouTube or Twitter. But you know, sometimes things like this tend to go sometimes it goes under the radar, especially if there's not a match that people are really buzzing about. I don't know that many people were buzzing about Trick Williams and Ethan Page, primarily because we've seen it already. The only match that I can really think that maybe some people were buzzing about was maybe the women's tag team match. We got Yes Boy here, says, Denise, do you have any favorite gimmick matches? I love TLC matches. Those are my favorite. I would probably say that. Sam Pipoon sends in a super chat. Thank you so much for this generous super chat, Sam. He says, which one will you do a live stream? Which one will you do live stream recap? AEW Dynamite or NXT on November 6th? I don't know. I haven't decided. It'll probably be the AEW one, because that one tends to do like bigger numbers for my post show. So I'll probably do that one and then do an NXT one afterwards. I still haven't fully decided, but yeah, the AEW Dynamite post show is my most viewed post show of the week, so it would probably be that one, only because of that. So it's like, hey, do what the people want. The people tune in most to the AEW Dynamite post show, so that's probably going to take priority. Sam, thank you so much for the super chat and for asking. But regardless, I'll still have an NXT review either the same night or the morning after. One of those two options.
It's not like I'm doing it on purpose, mate.
All right, let's see what Nathan Frazier and Axum have to say.
Nathan, the Viper himself, Randy Orton, told you it was okay to be a hothead, and you loved it. You took it as endorsement, so you can't
this
say
thing's
it's by
all
accident.
messed up.
But it's
Oh,
okay.
I hate it. I want to rip my head off.
Boy, so you were like,
Oh, this is driving me crazy.
We're not going to train, or
I'm not mad at you. Of course we're gonna train, Nathan. We have to stay sharp for Javon, for Cedric, and for whatever else your mouth gets us into next.
Hey, amigo, could you be
Marky Dark says they opened with
Yes,
the one
yes, I
match that I
could.
wanted to see.
Then I
What
will
was a
give
great? I thought that was the perfect match to open with, though. I really do think so.
Ava, thank you so much for your time. You've certainly been a very busy woman. This past Friday on SmackDown, you made it official, a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match at Crown Jewel. Now, tonight here at Halloween Havoc. It's been a thrilling evening, but we did just hear an intense exchange between the NXT Tag Team Champions ahead of their title defense this Tuesday. What are your thoughts on everything?
Yeah, that was certainly an unexpected side to see from Axiom, so I'm interested to see if the champs can stand their ground on Tuesday against Siobhan and Cedric.
Can we talk more about Tuesday? We just found out that Mr. William Regal, of all people, will be in the corner for Lexis King in his Heritage Cup match.
Yeah, I actually just saw Mr. Regal and Lexis talking in the hallway, and obviously Mr. Regal has a wealth of knowledge on Heritage Cup matches and also on Charlie Dempsey himself, so I can't wait to see how that match will go down.
All right. I can't wait for the NXT show on November 6th, Wednesday in the ECW Arena. That's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be bringing NXT to the ECW Arena. I mean, it's one of the most iconic venues in all of wrestling history, and I'm still working on finalizing the card, but one match that is definitely going to happen is Lola Vice and Jada Parker.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
they are
official.
going to have a special guest referee, ECW alumni Dawn Marie.
Oh, Dawn
That
Marie?
match is going to be a hardcore match.
Damn, I haven't seen Dawn Marie in such a long time.
Back to you.
That was so. I haven't seen Dawn Marie in forever. Okay, so she's going to be the special guest referee in the match between Lola Vice and Jada Parker at the ECW Arena. Okay, cool. That's the November 6th show. Wow, I was not expecting Dawn Marie. I haven't seen her since whenever the last time she was in WWE. That was the last time I saw her. I don't even remember when's the last time she made an appearance on the show. Wow, that's so crazy. But yeah, it is like, yeah, something I wasn't expecting. Pure pause, like, Dawn Marie, seriously? Yup. Yeah.
These three spun the
Wild.
window wheel, excuse me, on
Yes, boy says at least we're not doing any haunted house segments this time. Yeah, we did a few in the past. I remember it was with Metaphor. We did them with Metaphor, the haunted house segment. It was, remember they did the whole thing with the NXT Heritage Cup and they were looking for it. I think Tozawa was involved in it. I don't remember what Tozawa was doing there. I'm pretty sure Tozawa was there. Who else? Trying to remember who else. I feel like there was another haunted house segment, but I don't remember who was in it. All I remember was Metaphor was in it.
Starting with the NYX. Oh, yes.
All right, it's time for the Kalani Jordan NXT North American Women's Championship with Fatal Influence. Let's see how this goes.
Champion your team and pick up your own MLB Legacy Championship title.
Everyone's doing the devil look today. Ava had the devil look. Jasmine has the devil look. Everyone's doing the devil look.
That is.
All right, there's Kalani. What look is Kalani doing for Halloween? I'm like, is she? I mean, she's in all green. She's doing the Ninja Turtle look. I don't think that's what she's doing, but that's what I'm gonna call it, the Ninja Turtle look, because it's all green. But it's not, though. It's not. That's just what I'm calling it. I like her with the green gear, by the way. It really, really pops out in the little feathers in her hair.
Advantage for the champion. There's no advantage. She has to win. If she doesn't, this is.
We got John Harris here who says, I'm a Kalani fan. Dude, me too. I like Kalani. I think she's very talented.
Works out because I gotta give Kalani Jordan a whole lot.
All right, let's see how this gauntlet match works out, guys. Let's see how it turns out.
Has been piling up some. Say she could be the breakout tournament winner if it wasn't for circumstances. But now the first women's North American champion, Stud Dog Man.
Say that again. The numbers truly are stacked against her, and it was
man, that C4 is working. That C4 is working, man. I love
Tracy
it.
WB says, I'm sorry, but I love the haunted house segment, but those shows were over 2 nights and not a PLE. Yeah, remember when they were doing it just like on your regular Tuesday shows.
Found out just when Kalani Jordan did, just when the NXT Super. I mean, how
Yes Boy reminds me Trick and Mello were in a haunted house segment too. Oh, I don't really remember that one. Like, I think I do, but I really don't remember that one. I only remember the Metaphor one. Thank you so much for the kind comment to Young Jinx, by the way. I appreciate that. Always makes me happy. Ender Buckley says, could it be Poison Ivy? Maybe it's an inspired version of it, because I know Poison Ivy is so different. too, because Poison Ivy has like all the little Poison Ivy, like the little Poison Ivy. I used to work a lot of Comic Cons back in the day, when I was working as a brand ambassador. So I used to work at all these Comic Cons. The amount of Poison Ivies that I have seen in my day, and the amount of what's the other one? Harley Quinn. Yes, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy were like the top costumes that I would see for all the girls on the show. And then for the guys, oh my gosh, someone's gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. It was a guy with a brown jacket. Saw everybody in this costume. It was a guy with a brown jacket, and he had like some sort of weapon. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the guy's name, but I remember seeing a bunch of guys dressed like that. And it was some show. I don't remember which show it was though. Maybe it was, I don't think it was The Walking Dead. I don't know who it was, but he had like a brown coat and he had like a weapon. I don't remember. I feel like if I see someone say it, I'll probably remember, but I don't. Wasn't one of those Comic-Con stuff, guys. This would be easier if I actually watched and knew about that stuff. Then I would be able to tell you. It was a brown trench coat. It was a brown trench coat, yes. And he had like some sort of it wasn't Indiana Jones. I know Indiana Jones. It wasn't Indiana Jones. No. Indiana Jones is totally different. No, this was a brown trench coat. And the guy had like some like, it looked like a hammer or a mallet or something. Whatever. I've seen that outfit every. Let me see. Everyone's saying Gambit. Let me Google it and see if that's who I kept seeing.
No, I would feel the same way. I mean,
this was like a few years ago, mind you. Maybe actually, I think this might be it. The Gambit. No, they didn't have all that other stuff in the bottom. It wasn't Gambit. No, it was somebody else. I don't know who. I'm like, I have no idea who it was. But the point is, that's who I saw everybody dressed as at these Comic Cons. Let me see Negan. Negan? Yeah, yes! This is him! This is him! Negan! That's the one! Oh, wait! He didn't have no fucking trench coat. Hold on. No, but this is the guy that I've seen everybody dressed up as. Okay, so it wasn't a brown trench coat. Or maybe this was one of them. But yes, this guy. I've seen this guy so many times. I was like, I remember him. This is not a brown trench coat, though. Who's the guy with the brown trench coat? This was one of them. This was one of them. But there was another one. There's another one. I don't know who the other one is. But this is one of the ones that I kept seeing also on Comic Cons. But no, this is not the one I'm talking about, though. Because the one that I'm talking about had a brown trench coat. But Negan, I did see this guy everywhere. Everyone was dressed up as him at Comic Con.
It's JC Jane, and this is what we're talking about.
Someone says Rorschach. Rorschach? Damn, this is gonna bother me.
Somebody who could be on the main roster right now, in my opinion.
Fresh, ready to go. JC Jane with another high risk.
No, wasn't this Rorschach guy? Rorschach? I don't know. Wasn't him. I'm never going to figure it out. All right. I didn't pay attention to this match, guys. I didn't pay attention to it. Was it Star-Lord? I know Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy because I watched that. But it wasn't him either. But for sure, that Negan guy I did see a bunch of.
Final superstar fatal influence in this Gauntlets match. But this is what I was talking about with the risks. I don't necessarily know if that was her shoulder, side of her face, something bounced off the side of the ring. She was able to follow it up, but right now it's Kalani Jordan who is blocking out the paint. And Booker, look, the wheel, it did no favors.
It wasn't Billy Butcher, for those of you asking. Nope, not that guy either. Oh, never gonna figure it out. It's gonna be too hard to figure out. There's like a million people to dress up as.
And for Kalani, look where JC Jane is right now. Could hit that split-legged one-of-a-kind moonsault. And Jane, who is, again, fresh. She hasn't gone through a matchup, whether it was 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, it doesn't matter. JC Jane has been back.
John Bay. It was Sting. I would definitely remember Sting.
Putting a target on the body.
I would definitely remember the Crow. But no, it wasn't them either, obviously.
Kalani Jordan's young career here tonight in this gauntlet matchup.
And it could be JC Jane, who could be on the verge of becoming the women's North American champion.
Someone says David Tennant's Doctor Who. Ooh, I don't know.
You know, we talk
Let's
about
see
that tag team
what he looks
specialist.
like.
We always say with JC Jane, I mean, you were a tag team specialist, but how hard is it truly to break out on your own and shake a perception about yourself?
Nope, wasn't him either. I give up, guys. I give up. I'm never gonna remember who it was. I'm never gonna remember who it was. But yeah, for sure for the girls, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. For the guys, it was that Negan guy and whoever the other person was with the brown trench coat and the mallet.
As well as Fallon Henley. The clock is ticking. You just got to show exactly.
John Taylor says Google Mal from Firefly. Let's see.
Women's North American champion and Kalani able to kick out, and look at JC Jane right now, starting to think, starting to maybe add some things up because we're learning a lot about.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was him either. Mal from Firefly, no.
Wasn't prepared for when she arrived at the Giant Center.
No idea.
Today.
John, sorry guys. Everyone's gonna be thinking about it now. Forget about it. Forget about it. I'm never gonna remember. This was from like because I used to work. I worked Stan Lee's Comic Con. I worked the LA Comic Con. I worked the Anime Expo. I worked E3. God, all of those big conventions. I used to work all of those. So that's like but the ones that they would dress up though was obviously like the Anime Expo, Stan Lee's Comic Con, those ones. I saw Stan Lee one time too, at the Stan Lee Comic Con. That was pretty cool. He was being driven in a little golf cart to I don't know where, but he passed by the booth that I was working at, and I turned and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" Because obviously everyone knows who Stan Lee is, and so yeah, that was kind of fun to say that I got to see him like just drive by in his little golf cart. That was several years ago. Hey, Kalani made it again. Kalani made it again.
You're right, that is 2.
All right, she's only got one more, guys. She has to win this. I'm sorry. Oh no, JC Jane sucker punched her.
What are you talking about, Rip?
Oh shit, it's Fallon Henley going to win? I love me some Fallon Henley. I do love Fallon Henley a whole lot. But I liked her more as a babyface, though. I don't really like her as much on Fatal Influence. I preferred her as a babyface because on Fatal Influence, she hasn't really been like, I don't know. I feel like we got to see her and hear her talk a lot more before she was in Fatal Influence. And now that she's in Fatal Influence, she's sort of blended into the group. So we don't get to see her as, I feel like we don't get to see her as much. So for that reason, I preferred her as the babyface because I feel like we got a lot of attention on Fallon Henley during that time. Before she turned heel.
From her former best friend, Kalani Jordan, into the cover.
That's right. Oh yeah, commentary just reminded me. Fallon Henley and Kalani Jordan were friends. I remember Fallon was like one of the only people that was nice to Kalani. I do remember this now.
Has certainly seen the dark light of the dark side.
We got KYN Dove Me who says, "Have you ever trained to wrestle?" Definitely not. No, definitely not. Could never. These people are incredibly talented. Can't do what they do.
She's on Dream Street. This is her third matchup tonight, and it's Fallon Henley who is putting the foot on the gas.
No, this is the time for Fallon Henley to cash in. Right now, she's...
See, I wouldn't mind Fallon Henley winning the NXT North American Championship, but I think that the Fatal Influence thing will sort of take away from it. But I think she might win. I think it might actually happen. I don't know. We got Sheldon Jackson in the house. It says JC didn't win. Thank you, God, looking out for me. Much appreciated. Oh my gosh. One of these days, Sheldon, JC's going to come for you. She's going to be like, I don't like all the things you be saying. I'm coming for you. But no, I do think there's a chance Fallon Henley might win. So we'll see. But I wonder if they're going to do like, I don't know what they're going to do. Sheldon, thank you so much for the super chat.
about that playbook all the time. You can tell Kalani Jordan is a student of this game, man. I love it.
Take one more look. We've talked about Christmas miracles. We almost had a Halloween miracle here
I think it would be
tonight.
really great to see Kalani be able to say that she defeated all of Fatal Influence, but I don't know if they're gonna do that because then it would take away so much from Fatal Influence because they just lost to Bianca and Jade. And that's Bianca and Jade. Was it Bianca and Jade? No, they got squashed by Bianca and Jade. I remember that when they came out to help out Kalani after their match. Yeah, it was after the match they came out. So they've just constantly been on the losing side of things, so it's kind of taken away from the group. So I feel like this may be the thing that gets Fatal Influence, you know, moving along in a better direction.
Right now, wait a minute.
I just realized I think she is Poison Ivy. Now that I'm seeing it a lot closer. I don't know.
Oh, here we go, Vic.
Can't tell if they're her feathers.
Love it.
Once partners on the biggest stage NXT and WWE have to offer are now finding themselves at odds. Kalani in her third matchup tonight, trying to successfully run the gauntlet to retain her.
See, like, Kalani's just so good. Like, I could buy her defeating all of Fatal Influence. I really can.
Here comes Kalani, and nobody does it like Kalani.
And as you've also said, Kalani Jordan really has taken to this industry, taken to what she does in that squared circle to a fish like water.
Yes, indeed, right now. Looking like Kalani Jordan has got her confidence back, and she's feeling it. Oh, no.
She took a little bit too much time, and there's no doubt Fallon Henley is the fresher of the two superstars. Fallon Henley has been able to sit in the back and watch Kalani Jordan fight through not one, but two matches, and she almost got a 3. But now maybe...
You know who Fallon Henley reminds me of today? She kind of looks like Jennifer Lawrence.
Maybe she just doesn't have.
I don't know why I'm seeing that today. Today she kind of reminds me of Jennifer Lawrence. Maybe it's like her makeup, but she kind of has the Jennifer Lawrence look. I was looking at her and I was like, who's her Fallon Henley is reminding me of somebody. I think it's J-Law.
Kalani talked about legacy, talked about building her own legacy, what it meant to be champion. And look where Fallon is at.
Oh, okay, she's going up. Oh no, she's gonna get screwed. She had this match won right there. But Jasmine Nix, of course, distracting the referee.
Jasmine just got wiped out. Back into the cover to retain it. Fallon kicking out.
Oh yeah, I don't think Kalani's winning now, guys.
Moment in time. The referee distracted.
What do you think? What do you think Jasmine said?
Who cares what she
All right,
said?
she's trying again. She's trying again. Nope, there's JC.
The hell's she doing?
Oh, good. It didn't work.
To the top.
Oh, she got her knees up. Damn. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah. Yep, this is it. Fallon Henley wins the Women's NXT North American Championship. She's now the second ever Women's NXT North American Champion. I'm honestly surprised, but not too surprised. Because, like I said, I think Fatal Influence really needed this. They really needed this, and Fallon Henley is good. Again, I just really liked her so much more before the actual group. I don't know if that's just who I imagined Kalani dropping the title to. I thought if Kalani was going to drop the title to anybody, it was going to be like Sol Ruka. That's who I was expecting her to drop the title to, not somebody from Fatal Influence. But here we go. I think this is them trying to give Fatal Influence a little bit more of an edge. Give Fatal Influence something going on the show. Because so far right now, they've just been a group that's been losing a whole lot. We got Sheldon Jackson here. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. He says, let JC come. I'll be right here saying the same ish with the same energy. I think if anyone in Fatal Influence will become a singles champion, it's Fallon because she's the leader of the group. I don't even feel like... Oh, the lights just went out. What now? Oh, Zarya again? Oh, please tell me Zarya is coming for this belt. Although it seems like she's also coming for the NXT Women's Championship. She might just be putting the entire women's division on notice, not just the NXT Women's Championship picture. Oh, yep, there she is. Girls, turn around. Oh, she's about to take out all the Fatal Influence. Yep. She is coming for that NXT North American Women's Championship, guys. That's what she's going to be doing.
Fatal Influence.
She just cleans house right now with Fatal Influence. I kind of like this, though, because I feel like the NXT Women's Championship picture is really crowded. We're talking about potential champions in Cora, Jade, Giulia, Stephanie. And so it's like, okay, where does Zarya fit into that? Now she attacks. I think she has a better chance right now of becoming NXT North American Women's Champion than actual NXT Women's Champion. So I feel like this is actually a pretty good direction for Zarya for her to start with on the show. Oh man. All right. So now it's making, I think, a little bit more sense as to why they put the title on Fallon Henley. I think that Zarya is just going to run through all of Fatal Influence. They probably just didn't want her to run through Kalani. So that's probably why they decided to make that change. So we'll see. But Sheldon, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. You're awesome. We got Kin Do of Me, who says, if you were a manager, who is your stable? Any promotion? Only cutenessly active wrestlers. Okay, if I were to make up a stable of just people that I like, I would probably do like an all-girls group. And I would make it Tiffany Stratton for sure. I feel like I would want her in my group. Chelsea Green, I would want her in my group too. And I would want, let me think, I want 2 more people in my group. I would probably go with Naomi. And the 4th one would probably be, and I have a vision for this, guys. Like, I have a vision. I want to form, like, my stable would be, like, strong, cool women. That would be my stable. I'm trying to think who I would want my 4th person to be that would realistically fit into all of it. Or randomly, I'm trying to think, who would a 4th person be that would fit into my vision of what I'm seeing here? My vision. I'm trying to think, who would the 4th person be if it could be anybody? Who would I put? I could kind of say Liv Morgan. Somehow, some way she would fit in my stable's vision of the vision of my stable. That's probably what I would do. Just like a random ass girl power stable. I would want them to have the same energy that like Damage Control had, the same energy that like Bianca and Jade had when they came through. That's the kind of presence that I would want. Something like that. But Kin Dove Me, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for asking. All right, we got another one here from Kayon Krishna, who says, hello, Miss Denise. How are you, Miss Californian? I'm doing good. Obviously, I'm back home. I was in Denver this weekend. It was a lot of fun. Back home here today and watching NXT. I came home and literally just went to sleep, though. I was so tired. I didn't sleep at all last night. And the flight was very short, by the way. It's only 2 hours to Denver, so it was a very quick flight. I'd actually never been to Denver either. I'd only been to Colorado Springs, but never Denver. So it was pretty cool. It was very cool. It was very nice city. Got to see the Red Rocks. That was cool. They looked very, very nice. What else? I think what else stood out to me. Yeah, the California Railroad thing. The Colorado Railroad Museum was pretty cool too. I had a good time with it. I learned some fun stuff about trains for whatever reason. If you ask me, I'm full of train fun facts at this moment. Kalyan Krishna, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let's see, where are we at right now? Let's see. Christian Munoz says, does Will know how to party? Well, I'm not really a party person, but I'm trying to think. There was really good food. We had some very yummy sliders. I really liked that. There was this really great dip that I had never had before. I don't even know what was in it, but it was so good. I dipped everything in it. I was like dipping my burger, dipping my fries, dipping my chips. all in the exact same dip. I didn't even care. It was so good. And then yeah, it was just fun, like conversations. We were having a good time, just chatting about a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, it was a good time. I really liked it. Christian Munoz says, any chicken tendies? No chicken tendies. No chicken tendies. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think what else. Sven Big says, like a good dip. I dip you, dip we dip. Tim Biotti says ranch. You know me, I'm a ranch person. Marky Dark says, what did the dip taste like? It had like cheese and like meat and maybe like bell peppers in it, I think. I think that's what it had in it. John Taylor sends in a very generous super chat. Thank you so much to John for always coming out here and showing so much support. He says, seeing you travel out to Colorado for Will's birthday reminded me of something nice SRS actually said about you. He said in a Q&A that you're one of the most loyal friends he's ever known. People need more friends like Denise. I am super loyal. I'm like, what am I? I'm like Woody from Toy Story. I've always felt that. I've always felt like Woody. I've always connected to Woody. John, thank you so much for the kind comment. I really thank you for sending this in. It's very nice of you for sending that in. But yeah, Woody, I get it. He was so loyal to Andy. That's how it should be. John, thank you so much. Seriously.
Shout out to Big Riz. All right. Riz. She's got the crowbar hit heard around the world. You know what? I got a feeling she ain't done yet.
All right, let's see what Tony has
On
to
that
say.
topic, Rizzo, you were attacked last week. Do we know who attacked you?
You're damn right I do, Sarah. And I'm coming after her this Tuesday.
That's right. She's coming after you Tuesday. Let's go celebrate, huh? Let's go to the bed. Come on.
All right, let's see. What are they announcing for this Tuesday? All right, Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander. Okay, that's going to be a very high-flying match here with NXT Tag Team Championship match. Charlie Dempsey versus Lexus King. This one's going to be more hilarious because William Regal's going to be in the corner of the guy who isn't his son, going up against the guy that's going up against his son. Stop it. That's hilarious, actually. Why did I just realize it right now? Yeah, because, obviously you guys know William Regal is the dad of Charlie Dempsey. And instead, he's going to be in the corner of the guy who's not his kid. That's hilarious. All right, let's see what Dave and Bully have to say.
Kalani Jordan no longer your NXT Women's North American Champion. Fallon Henley, your new champion. The odds stacked against Kalani. Unfortunate, but we have a new champion.
Fallon Henley is the new champion, but in the words of Joey Styles, oh my God! Zaria just put the entire NXT Women's Division
Dave's face. That's got to be a meme for sure.
The music hit, and she laid every woman out.
And how about that ambulance match? Ridge Holland, he said it. You were talking to him before the matchup earlier tonight, and he showed up. I told you.
Oh, there's Ridge Holland. Dave, put the mic on him, Dave. We can't hear him. Someone put the mic on Ridge.
And I'm giving everyone fair warning that it's going to be far worse than what I did to Chelsea.
Listen, that's twice. That's twice. You did it in the pre-show, and I let it slide. Now you're doing it on the PLE. I'm telling you right now, don't let it happen again.
Oh, Ridge's got to do something now about that. Sven Big says he's got a mic. I think he forgot to use it. Ridge, does he have a mic with him? Maybe he got so caught up he forgot to use the microphone. I have no idea what Ridge Holland said.
I need to get refocused because we still have one more match, that NXT Championship match. Devil's Playground, Ethan Page, and your NXT champion.
I don't know. I get the vibe that they're doing Ridge Holland and Bully at the 2300 arena. Does anybody else get that vibe? It feels like that's what they're doing. Does anybody else get this vibe? That's the vibe that I got off of this.
Main event here tonight for the NXT Championship. It will be right here at Devil's Playground. Here where, well, the matchup can go anywhere. Anything can happen, and it could end anywhere. Falls count anywhere. It could end here. It could end on this swing. It could end on the ambulance. I mean, it could even end over by you, Booker.
And this is Halloween Havoc, and we can have it without a Devil's Playground match. It could end right here. It could end right here. Hell, it could end up anywhere.
Oh my gosh, there's Tatum. Oh, wait, that was right. So Wendy Chu put her in that on Tuesday. So wait, did she finally get out?
I'm glad that you're okay, but listen, we need to get you to medical. And
Ava,
yes,
after what Wendy did to me, I want a match.
I understand. If it's a match that you want, it's a match that you will get on Tuesday. Okay.
So Tatum was in there supposedly. We're supposed to believe that she was in there
What?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, most of Sunday. The rest of she was in there for like 5.5 days. Oh, a casket match with Wendy and Tatum.
Okay, you and Wendy on Tuesday in a casket match.
Oh my god, that was so funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got Kalyan Krishnan who says, who's the inspiration behind your hilarious look? Come on, you guys. I believe in Joe Hendry. There you go. That was my inspiration, Joe Hendry. Maybe you guys can't see the white pants underneath, but yeah, this is the shirt that he like pretty much wears in the little video. And then I also got the white pants too, but you can't see those right now. But yeah, Joe Hendry is definitely who I'm supposed to be. Kalyan Krishna, thank you so much for the super chat, man. All right, let's see what else we got here. Janica's like, Tatum's very excited. Yeah, she is. I like Tatum. I feel like she's very like, she's so different, you know, and I really like her gothic look. So part of me has always been really intrigued to see more of Tatum because she's just so different from like so many of the other people that we have on the NXT women's roster. So yeah, so I'm all here for Tatum. Seriously, all here for her. Richard Martinez like, you look like you sell insurance. I would not buy insurance from somebody who looked like this. I would not buy insurance from them. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, by the way, we're still going to be doing a little post show immediately after this. So immediately after the watch along, I will still be here live for the actual post show. So Chinadu will be joining me. That reminds me, I need to send him this invitation or else he won't know. He won't have the way of coming into the stream. So let me send this to Chinadu right now. But yeah, so Chinadu and I will be here talking about the show in podcast format. So that's kind of like the bonus for today. All right, cool. Chinadu now has the link. All right. Christian Munoz is like, Joe Hendry would have great insurance. I believe in insurance. Hold on. There's got to be a great way to sing that. I believe in insurance. You get your plan for safety. I don't know. This is why I'm not Joe Hendry has a very special set of skills to make these songs. But I can see him being like, do you want good insurance in Mexico and Tokyo? I don't know, guys. Flo the Progressive Girl and Joe Hendry is the collab that we need, okay? That is the collab that we need. It's so funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. Dion says you look like you work at the Apple store. Who are these people selling you guys insurance and Apple products? Who are these people? That's so funny. Oh, thank you so much to Armand. He says Daria in-ring debut this Tuesday. NXT just tweeted about it. Oh shit. Let me they'll probably announce it up here too, but by the way, it's already time for the main event. Ethan Page is coming out. Let me go to NXT's page.
To what Ethan Page says.
Oh yeah, okay. They didn't say who she's wrestling, but they just said that she's going to be making her NXT in-ring debut this Tuesday, and then shared this graphic here, but didn't actually say who she's facing. But this is what we're getting for NXT this Tuesday.
NXT.
All right. Cool. Good to see. Good to hear. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much to Armand for letting us know about that. Thanks so much to Mr. Tier 03 who says, I like your beard. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's see. Tony says Denise is a marker washable. This is makeup. It's actual makeup, yeah. It's a black pencil that you usually use for like eyeliner. I just used it for a beard. Like, that's all I did.
What?
So is this show finishing at 6:30? Or are they going all the way to the end of the hour? Because I can't imagine that Trick Williams and Ethan Page are going to take this all the way to the end of the hour. I feel like that's a lot of time. So I'm wondering if the show's going to finish at 6:30. Pacific Standard Time, of course, I'm talking. Yes, boy, you're crazy. He says, Denise, you should try painting Lexus King's facial on you. Dude, there's no way. I would literally need like a freaking ruler and make sure like to be absolute. No, I can't do it. It would be way too hard. I cannot do that. Like, I don't have the artistic ability to do that. Especially with like just like an actual pen. That's too funny.
What he's walking into. It's Devil's Playground. Falls count anywhere.
Here we go, Vic.
Let's go up to our ring announcer, Mike Rome.
All right, here we go.
The following is a Devil's Playground match. And it is for the
I like Mike Rome's Beetlejuice look too, by the way.
Championship. And this match, Falls Count Anywhere.
I like when people get dressed up, you know?
Introducing
It's Halloween.
from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Someone has a sign that says, all ego eats corn the long way.
And his opponents from
Reese Johnson says, I've never dressed for Halloween. What? Why? Not even as a child? It's very, very fun. I can tell you that much. I enjoy doing it every single year.
Champion Trick Williams.
Oh, come on. Ethan Page attacked him before the bell even rang. Although I don't blame him at this point. I actually like that because given the stipulation of the match, you want to start off red hot. You don't want to start off all boring. So I actually do kind of appreciate that. Thank you, Ethan Page.
But who has the advantage here tonight in Devil's Playground?
Big mistake right there, Trick
Hammerman does he look like the manager of Best Buy? Yes, we have computers over here for $1,300. Right now they are 10% off.
What he has done.
Come shop for some computers. As you can tell, I have no experience working in Best Buy.
And does that get overlooked? Does Trick's toughness?
I do like me some Best Buy though. When I broke my camera, I went to Best Buy and they really they helped me out so much. They were very nice, so I have nothing bad to say about Best Buy. They gave me good customer service. All right, so both Trick Williams and Ethan Page have chairs.
And here we go. How about that for a killer instinct, book? How about that for questioning his toughness? Page questioning it now.
Trick Williams is that dude. He knows what it's about. He knows what it's like coming up, on the street and having to deal with circumstances just like this one right here. It's a fight, man.
It has been a fight everywhere we've gone here tonight. From the opening matchup, tables, ladders, and scares. You look like
a dumbass. Ethan Page told Big Joseph, you look like a dumbass. Ethan Page would hate my Joe Hendry costume. He would hate it.
That's funny, huh? Well, you know what I like? I like that right there, big right hand.
Oh, here we go. We're getting our pumpkins.
Now he looks like a dumbass.
I was waiting for that. I was like, he needs to like kick him with the pumpkin on his head.
Titles on the line, and Page able to kick out again. Pinfalls can happen.
Timbiotti says, I miss when hardcore matches used to go all over the arena. I like that too. Yeah, that's always really, really fun.
Trick Williams might backfire, to be quite frank.
Yeah, Pierre's like, I know Ethan would hate your Joe Hendry costume. Yup, he would.
And it's Trick now becoming the aggressor. That's one of those broken ladders.
Oh, he's got one of those.
Earlier tonight from that table.
Oh yeah, so Trick just pulled out a ladder, but it's one of those that was used earlier in the night, so it's broken. So it's only half the ladder.
How far is Trick willing to go? That's going to be question now.
Certainly is. And I think we might just find out as Page just went face first right off that ladder, and now is spilling out amongst the NXT.
I've always wanted to do like pumpkin carving. That I've never done. I've always wanted to do that, like carve a pumpkin. But it seems like such a messy job. That's the only reason why I haven't done it. I feel like it's gonna make a giant mess, and I'm gonna have to clean it all up. And just the thought of having to clean up that whole mess is what's keeping me from actually carving pumpkins. But I know people are do also like painting pumpkins, so that seems a lot less messier. So I might want to do that at some point, maybe next year. Next year I'll do pumpkin carving or pumpkin painting. We'll see. I could probably still do it this year, but I just don't feel like it. Yeah, Cody Santello agrees. He's like, same here. That would be a mess to clean up. And yeah, I think about it. I'm like, I don't want to do all that. I am having a Halloween party this Thursday because Thursdays are my not the days where I do post shows, so I'm able to have the evening off. So I'm excited. Some of my family members are coming over, and I'm planning on like, you know, getting treats and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun.
These two have so much hatred for one another that it goes back to the first match Ethan Page had at NXT. Remember, it was a main event, premium live event, just like tonight. Battleground. This has been a long-standing issue between these two. No one home at Page answers back.
Like that, right? I can tell you this. Ethan Page is smart. He's just waiting for his moment, Vic. He's waiting. Waiting on Trick Williams to make that fatal mistake. And that
we got John Taylor in the house who says, if Danhausen was free of his AEW contract tonight, would have been a perfect for him to debut in NXT, especially given his connection to Ethan Page. I know, right? Yeah, Danhausen would actually fit in very perfectly in the NXT world. Very perfectly there. He's kind of like the right kind of character that I think NXT likes. Yeah, he's a very nice guy too, guys. A very nice person. So yeah, I hope that, you know, things get settled for him and that he's, you know, on a show where he can actually come out on the show, because, you know, it must suck having to like be just waiting on the shelf, waiting for someone to like, you know, put you in something. So yeah, so hopefully they do figure that out for him and he gets that all resolved, you know. But yeah, he would have been perfect for Halloween Havoc, that's for sure. He really would have.
The devil inside can come out a lot easier.
Hello to Sick Boy, and I'm Joe Hendry.
Then you hear Trick screaming in pain into the cover. Williams able to get that inside shoulder up as this matchup.
Hello to Chelsea Lush Girl, who's here from Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream.
As good as Trick Williams is, Vic, I must say there are levels to this game.
All right, let's see. Ethan Page. Ooh. Trick Williams has taken some brutal shots with this chair, man.
Another near fall in this matchup. And if Ethan Page were to win, he'd become the 8th superstar to hold the NXT title more than once. Take another look, because after this, folding up in the opposite wrong direction, he was a half a second away. And I take nothing away from Ethan Page. He's a true one-on-one. He won the NXT title faster than anyone else in this brand. He's main evented every premium live event since his debut, including the first one we talked about in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow. That's kind of a cool fun fact. I didn't even realize that Ethan Page had been main eventing every PLE since he came in. I didn't even realize until Vic Joseph just said it.
That's history making moment.
Here we go. Again and another near fall.
Man, so close right there.
Booker, you're watching this matchup unfold. As diabolical as it could be, as sadistic as this matchup could be, and it could end anywhere. Ethan Page has been focusing on the back of Trick Williams. Why do you think that is?
You know why? Because he's a pro. He's a professional. He's dissecting this man piece by piece. And this is something that Trick Williams has never dealt with before. Honestly, he's never dealt with a guy like Ethan Page.
Obviously, he could also be setting up for that ego's edge. As Page right now maybe trying to hoist Trick Williams up for the aforementioned edge. And instead, counter DDT for Trick Williams now. Starting to get some momentum, but this is a crucial moment, don't you think, for Trick? Because as we've already documented, he's never been in this sort of matchup. He's never
All right, let's see.
Sort of
Potter Ticket's like, thank God Denise didn't dress up as Lexus King. She would have to use Sharpies for King's sideburns. Oh, hell no, I would not do that to myself.
But everyone in the NXT universe that he is that man, that guy that should be wearing the championship around his waist. Big shot by Trick. Oh, here we go.
Starting to get going. It's Trick Williams.
I like that Trick Williams and Ethan Page, you can tell they've definitely wrestled each other plenty times before because they seem a lot more aware of what the other person is going to be doing.
No one home. He could have been looking for that trick shot. No one there. Big kick.
They also seem like their chemistry has gotten better and better each time, you know?
Ego's edge, hoisting up Williams. Williams, though, too powerful, too big, able to slide down. Oh, there it was. Trick shot connected. Trick shot connected. This is it. Match. But no. Kick out.
Referee made the right.
By Ethan. And we talked about take another look. This is the trick shot. We talked about an unconventional matchup. Great job. And I want to remind everyone watching. Hold on a second. There's no rope break. There's no rope break in this matchup. The official realized that. And for someone who's been complaining.
Oh, I wonder what's inside the bag
Ethan Page was
that he just hit him with.
By the official, so to speak.
Referee, he made a mistake, Vic. That's all it was.
But it's muscle memory too. It's an unconventional matchup. We don't have these every day. I just said there's only been 3 in the history of WWE. This matchup, though, is continuing. There are no rules. It could end anywhere. There is no rope break.
That was bad luck for Trick, and like I said, it was just a mistake made by the referee there.
What the hell's in the bag?
What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Oh, it's like those little screw things.
All the nuts and the bolts.
Oh, there you go. Nuts and bolts.
Secure the ring. And I think all ego has evil intentions in mind. And Williams countered for a moment. And Trick.
Oh, right on the nuts and bolts.
Will this be enough? And a near fall, but Trick Williams willing to destroy himself in that moment. Have a little bit of pain. Feel a little bit of hurt.
Sven Big is like nuts. Pause. Pause.
Trick as well. You take a look around the ring book. I mean, the chairs are destroyed. The nuts and bolts are everywhere. There's a couple of washes in here as well. And Trick Williams just face first off the post right here to our right.
Ethan Page let Trick Williams' momentum work in his favor right there. Trick's a little bit emotional in this matchup here tonight, Vic.
Yeah, I feel like this match really only should go a few more minutes. I'm thinking it should end at the half-hour point. That's how I'm feeling about it. I can't see this going closer to the top of the next hour. So I'm hoping it does end in like the next 10 minutes.
Trick Williams jumping right back into the fight. Page wanted to question Trick's toughness.
Oh, baby.
As Trick would say, let's talk about it. Let's get the hell out of the way. Oh! And stomach, chest, and ribs first.
Oh, we got a little blood here for Trick Williams.
Devil's playground right here. Oh.
Oh, Ethan Page is loving it.
Look at Ethan Page right now. I'm trying to get a look, but I don't want to get too close. Trick Williams. Booker, you got a better look than I do. I think he's tasting his own blood for the first time. And Ethan Page with a little extra.
Oh, okay, this should be. Oh, I did like that spot right there with the Ego's edge on the commentary table. That was cool because he did it off with the steel step, so he had that like extra height to like toss him. I thought that looked pretty cool. Ender Buckley points out that Trick also has a cut on his arm too. I didn't even realize that. Let's see if I can notice it now.
Listen to the official. There could be some internal injuries right now within Trick.
Oh no! Don't tell me they're gonna do some funky finish right now. Why do I feel like they're gonna do like a non-finish?
This is the pain that Ethan Page said he would put Trick Williams through as our medical staff trying to check on the NXT champion.
I hope they don't do some like screwy. We're gonna not go on with the rest of the match. I hope they don't do that.
I think we got a new champion.
I mean, if the referee does call the matchup, yes, that's exactly what would happen.
I think we got a new champion.
No!
Trick Williams will book. Trick Williams defined as a champion. He's telling
Trick Williams is like, I'm good. He's good, guys. He's standing up.
There might be no one tougher tonight.
Okay, thank God. I was so worried that they were going to do some like, he can't continue any further. Let's call this a match thing. I didn't want to see that.
This matchup is continuing, but is it all but over for Trick Williams? Ethan Page doesn't give a damn about Trick. He doesn't give a damn about Trick's family. He cares about one thing, being champion. And he doesn't care what he's got to do, who he's got to destroy to do it.
Devil's Playground, Vic. This is Devil's Playground. This is Halloween, and it's about to be a whole lot of damn havoc in the middle of this ring.
And Lucifer is moving around the steel steps right now. No.
Lucifer? He really called Ethan Page Lucifer? Okay, cool. Trick Williams moved out the way.
Continuing to fight. Oh! Trick turning things around. Rock bottom.
Planted Ethan Page on the steel steps. Man.
And Trick now fighting through the pain. Adrenaline will make a man do cool.
Wait, did he just kick him in the balls?
Adrenaline will make a man do crazy things, but a low blow will stop any man in his tracks.
You son of a... You son of a...
This is exactly what Ethan Page said. Would Trick Williams be able to go where he needed to go? Would he be able to go to the depths of hell to retain his title?
Oh, another low blow. Hey, an eye for an eye, a low blow for a low blow.
Trick continuing to fight. Trick is going to that dark
Oh, no.
inside.
Just hit him with the steel steps.
And Trick
Okay,
Williams
I'm
now.
feeling the end is coming. Yep. I think this is it. Yep. Okay, there you go, guys. Trick Williams gets his win, hits the trick shot, and that is the end of that.
The NXT champion, Trick Williams.
I think this was the outcome we were all expecting. I don't think anyone's like really surprised here. There was no way Trick Williams is going to be losing after he just won the NXT championship. So I don't think anybody here is really all of that surprised. Let's see if I wonder if we're going to get any surprises at the closing of the show or if this is it. I don't know if we're going to get any surprises. I wouldn't even know what surprises to expect.
Trick Williams was checked by medical. Trick will continue to fight. Ethan Page looks to not only end the match.
Cameron Brigland says their predictions were at 4-1. Man, I don't think I did as good. I don't think I did as good with these. I think I only got 1, 2. Yeah, I only got 2 right this time around. So I was 2 and 3. All right, I'm wondering what's going to happen now. I feel like we don't really know what's next for Trick Williams. So it'd be kind of cool if we did get some sort of surprise right now. But no, it's Ridge Holland. I was expecting a different kind of a surprise. This was not the surprise I was expecting. I'm feeling something was going to happen afterwards, but I don't know if Ridge Holland was necessarily what I was expecting afterwards. Oh, okay. Ethan Page is actually... Oh, don't tell me he's helping him now. Lame. Lame. What?
This is a 2-on-1 beatdown of Trick Williams. And now Ethan Page.
Oh, now Bully's coming in to help out Trick. Oh my God. They're doing this to like head into the 2300 arena, guys. That's what they're doing here. This is their way of being like, hey, we're going to be in the 2300 arena next week. All right, so are they doing, because I was saying earlier, I kind of had the feeling that something was going on there with Ridge and Bully. So now I'm wondering if they're going to announce a tag team match or something, because that's kind of what it's feeling like. It's feeling like that's a possibility there. And yeah, that's literally happening, I think. That's the vibe that I'm getting here, guys. I don't know if they would have done that just for like shits and giggles. But anyways, all right, it is time now for our post show, everyone. So if you were hanging out in here for the watch along and you want to have more concise, clear opinions and stuff like that, we're going to start the post show right now. I'm going to bring Chinadu in just a second. Let's see. I think Chinadu's in the house. Chinadu, what is up?
How's it going, Denise? Good to see you. I could not
good.
wait to hop in. First of all, I was shocked when I came backstage and saw Joe Hendry here. I was very surprised.
Do you believe, Chinadu? Do you believe?
I absolutely believe. I for sure believe in Joe Hendry. Like is this Denise Hendry?
Yes. No, this is, I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't know what I'm planning on calling it, but Denise Hendry, Denise Hendry? Denise, I don't know. I believe in Denise though. That's what I'm running with right now.
I love it. I'm with it. Okay, I love the costume. I wish I came in because at first I was like, "Are you Adam Pacitti?" I thought that at first, but I was like, "No, Joe Hendry." Joe Hendry. There he goes. There's Joe Hendry.
Everyone's been thinking like Best Buy manager. What was it? I don't know what I was getting at. Insurance seller. I don't know. I was getting a bunch of random ones earlier, but no, it's Joe Hendry, guys. All right. I need everyone to believe here.
I believe. I wish I'd dress up.
Joe Hendenice. Oh, that's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
Joe Hendenice. It's funny. But anyways, let's get into NXT. I'm going to go ahead and play our intro. And when we come back in, we'll kick off this podcast, everybody. So here we go. Welcome to the NXT Halloween Havoc post show. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, but you got to believe it's actually Joe. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Chinadu, what is up? Do you believe in Denise or Joe Hendry? I don't know what we're doing. I'm done. I'm retiring.
I wholeheartedly believe in Denise Hendry. Okay, when I pulled in, I don't know if Denise even noticed. I cracked a laugh when I pulled in because I didn't know she was going to dress up for the show.
Wait, did I not tell you that I was dressing up for this show today?
I didn't know. I had no idea. I remember because I just finished hosting UH basketball. Cougars won, by the way. Go Cougs. Finished hosting the game, whatever. And I came in. I didn't even think about. I wish I had dressed up too. I thought about it, but I'm in here as a college basketball host, whatever. But that's a great costume, Denise. I mean, all the whole everything. It is amazing. Okay, this is dope. And tonight we gotta honor Denise with some on fire love in the comment sections. Hit that like button, that heart button. Comment super. Look at how she's dressed, y'all. Okay, she does this for y'all. Okay, she believes, and I believe too, man. This was funny as hell, Denise. All right, this is a great way to start off the show. I'm excited, and this was a very, very exciting episode of NXT Halloween Havoc, and I'm excited to review it with you.
All right, well, let's get right to it. Also, Tuesday, I'm planning on getting dressed up too. So, Chinadu, you got to be ready. You pull off a last minute costume.
I can. Oh, I got something in the back. What? Oh, I can pull it
You're
off.
like, I'm ready. Are you kidding me?
Yes, I can pull this off.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get right into NXT Halloween Havoc. It's 5 matches, so this will probably be a quick show because there's only so much to say, but we'll get right into it. And I want to kick things off with the main event since we just wrapped up there right now, and we just saw Trick Williams retain his NXT Championship against Ethan Page, and what we were seeing a Devil's Playground match here for the NXT Championship. And there was kind of a lot that ended up happening towards the end of this show. And here's the thing. I don't think anyone went into this, Chinadu, expecting any sort of title change. We've seen Trick Williams and Ethan Page go at it now several times. In fact, when Ethan Page was announced as the number 1 contender, there was a lot of people that were like here in the chat or like in the comment section on YouTube on the videos that you and I did talking about it. They were like, Ethan Page again? Like what? Everybody was sort of expecting us to go in a different direction, right? But it seemed like they felt like they had another one in them. And this was the other one that we saw here. There was some fun moments during this match with Ethan Page and Trick Williams. We even got to see a little moment where and Trick Williams was like bleeding from his mouth or something. And I kind of got worried there for a second, Chinadu. I didn't want no weird random finish where all of a sudden, hey, this match can't continue or what the hell? Because for a moment they teased that. And I'm like, all right, guys, what's happening here? I hope this isn't some screwy finish where we get screwed out of I don't want to see Trick Williams essentially, lose out in any sort of way, right? But no, Trick Williams gets in there. He finishes off its match. He hits Ethan Page with the trick shot, gets his victory, but then afterwards he's jumped by Ridge Holland. And we'll talk more about Ridge Holland in a second and how he got here, but Ridge Holland has basically been like, I don't even know how to explain the Ridge Holland portion in this because he's been involved in this angle with Andre Chase, and I wasn't necessarily expecting Ridge Holland to get involved with this particular title picture right here, right now. So before I go any further, Chinadu, what did you think of the match portion? And then we'll get into the portion with Ridge Holland and Bully Ray.
Well, I enjoyed the match. Very good match. I mean, I felt we all predicted what would happen. Trick is going to win, of course, though. I was nervous about that referee stoppage too. I was like, because it took me back to Matt Hardy and Edge when they did it. I'm like, don't do this here. No one wants to see, not on the PLE, no one wants to see a stoppage like that though. But you gotta power through. So I guess it just kind of throw us off a little bit though. I'm not really sure why they put it in there to begin with, but hey, it's all good. I got the ending I wanted. I wanted Trick as champion. I felt it was a good match. We've seen them already before though, so I was, not bad. I was entertained because they're both good in the ring. I hate to say, I wish I would have texted you because I'd have had proof of this. But when I was like on my way home, whatever, like I was listening to the cast that was on my way home, and I heard, when I finally got home, I watched the quick replay of the match. When I saw the intro, I wish I would have texted you. I think they're gonna move Ridge Holland up to the world title division because his entrance in that match, I was like, I knew it. They got something planned for this guy because that was a whole new entrance that I saw. It looked like it was pretty interesting, like his entrance with the mask and all that. Okay, they're trying to build him up, and when he beat Andre Chase, I was like, yeah, they're getting him ready to be like a big time threat for Trick. In my mind, I wish I'd have texted you for proof, but overall, I like the match. This double beatdown was I was kind of hoping to see a little Ethan Page kind of mad at old dude, but then I realized it's Ethan. It's a good way to get heat. Why would he do that? He hates Trick too, though, so it makes sense. I know there was more to that part though, but I'll let you bring that part up, which was very interesting, very interesting. But the parts that you asked so far, I enjoyed the match. Ridge Holland as a potential threat. I'm interested as long as Trick comes out on top.
So here's the thing, and I might as well throw this in there because now I feel like we got to talk about this in regards to what happened after the show. So we got an ambulance match here with Andre Chase and Ridge Holland. Now, I went into this, Shinadu, thinking, all right, Andre Chase is going to get the win here, and hopefully we can kind of wrap up this story because here, everybody who tunes into the NXT Post Show knows that this is not my cup of tea. I don't care about the Andre Chase, Ridge Holland storyline, the Chase U stuff. It's not my thing that I watch. It's not my thing on the show. And so the match itself, I was trying really, really hard to get into it, but it just didn't do it for me. And so I'm just sitting there going, okay, you guys really got to do something here to pull me in, and it didn't necessarily happen. So whatever, right? I'm still waiting for it to get really exciting. I was waiting for the moment for Ridge Holland to end up losing to Andre Chase, right? I was expecting some fireworks at the end. And when Ridge Holland ended up closing out the door on Andre Chase, I was like, what? It felt sort of flat because I don't know how many people were actually expecting to see him defeat Andre Chase here. And especially Andre Chase just came back and we're supposed to be loving Chase U, whatever, right? So Ridge Holland gets the win and I'm sitting there going, okay, that was not really what I was expecting. But then we got Ridge Holland had been talking to Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray, who were hosting tonight's show, right? They're in the crowd, they're getting hyped. Ridge Holland goes in there, he gets involved, kind of starts talking some shit to both of them, specifically to Bully Ray. And Bully Ray is obviously not liking that. And for a second, I thought, are they going to do Bully Ray and Ridge Holland at the 2300 Arena? Is this what's happening here at the show, right? And so in the end, we see Ridge Holland jump Trick Williams after he retained the title. And after that, we see Ethan Page sort of get in his face for a second, but he ends up taking it back and basically helps out Trick Williams. So it's 2-on-1 attack. So Bully Ray runs out there and has Trick Williams back. And at the end, we're seeing Ethan Page standing there with Ridge Holland and Trick Williams and Bully Ray. If you were to ask me at the start of the show or tell me hey, this is what's going to happen at the end of the show, I would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not going to happen. That's so random. This was super random. It doesn't necessarily feel like it falls in line with what we've been seeing the last couple of weeks on the show, but I get what they're doing because they are doing the 2300 Arena show on November 6th. So I'm thinking that this is a tag team match that we're probably going to be seeing on that show.
I think so too. And I want to start at the beginning. My first thought is I want Thea Hale to drop out of Chase U. I want her to just drop out, disenroll, go somewhere else, transfer to SmackDown. Because how does this one man run through the whole roster of men on Chase U, including her boyfriend? Okay?
I don't think it's her boyfriend, right? They're not officially together, right? In storyline.
I thought they had some kind of romantic. I thought
they
went
did,
on a
but
date.
They haven't circled back on it. Remember the last time he said that he told JC Jane that he thought Thea Hale was trying too hard, so they never really went on another date again.
Oh, that's true. I mean, well, even still, every guy.
Friends.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. It's even worse. So she needs to drop this whole thing. He beat everybody. I really thought Andre Chase was going to win this match. First of all, they took him out of the turtleneck. I was happy about that. They took him out of the whole collar sweater. They gave him Freddy Krueger colors. So I thought he was going to come in real badass, really ready to. I thought we were going to see a more aggressive side of him. And instead, we did somewhat, though, but it was still in the end, Chase getting his butt kicked and decisively, he didn't have to cheat to win. Nobody came out to help. Where was the rest of Chase U to help jump this guy? That's what I'm upset about. Why? To me, right? If we're really getting back at this guy, this is who should be getting jumped. Okay, I understand, and I know this all. We'll get to this later too. This is reminds me of what should have happened in this match is what happened in the Tony D'Angelo match. They all should have ganged up on this guy, beat him up, and put him in the ambulance. And that's what should have happened to me. But I guess they have bigger plans for Ridge Holland over Chase U, which I also can understand because Chase U can only go so long. And I feel it's gone a good distance. It has, but at this point, I don't know where they go from there with Chase U. Andre got his whole ass whooped in this. He was in there like this. like in the back, like looking stupid. Like, oh my god, where's Thea Hale? Like, I would be in bed. Every guy in her life got their ass kicked by this one man. What do
That's
you even
true.
say? Like, I bet at this point she's just like, maybe y'all should just go apologize to this guy so we can move on with this or something like that because it's not looking good for this though. So I don't know where they go with Chase U. I did really feel with I don't know if that's a new entrance for Rich Holland, but that's the first time I saw it. When I was like, okay, it looks like they had big plans for him. When I saw that entrance, in my mind I was like, okay, he's gonna go over. They had plans for this guy. I was kind of predicting him to be in the world title picture, but I didn't think he would come in so soon. The confrontation with Bully Ray, I was like, Bully's grandma, Mike. So he makes you believe it anyway. So you really believe they finna go at it and things like that. I was like, but part of me was like, oh, don't do this, man. What's going on here? Don't do this guy. But then Bully Ray's super tough too. And he came out in the end. It reminded me of where they're going. And this does make sense. Bully can still go in the ring, go on the mic, make a great tag team partner. And like you said, this is going to be a good tag team match. Trick and Bully will win. And this is going to be, great television. Of course, Ridge will probably eat the pin. And then he will move on somewhere else.
Yeah, it's super random. I think all of this just feels like I don't even know what to say because I feel like the Ridge Holland storyline hasn't really necessarily been the hottest thing on the show. I read the comments, I read what people are saying, and nobody's like, "Oh yeah, I really, 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 totally love this." Right? Like we're usually talking about the women. Usually that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the women. We're talking about Trick Williams. We're talking about whatever the hell is going on with Oba Femi. Those are usually like the top 3 things that we're discussing on the show. And so I think for me, I think I was just sort of expecting a bunch of other different people to get into this title picture. But then at the same time, there really isn't like that many people in the we've talked about this. We've talked about the fact that there aren't that many guys on the NXT World Championship picture that can credibly go and challenge the champion. And we've been talking about this for a while. And so for me, I look at that and I go, oh man, it really is still slim pickings. The options still feel slim because if that's where we're at right now, then to me that tells me the options are not that strong.
And also I know this is, I know he's moved on and all that, but I feel if the NXT division was going to look like this, why did you release Dijak?
Right, I know,
Like,
dude,
why?
Dijak, yeah. I
Why
feel
would
bad
you?
for Dijak because Dijak.
Oh, Dijak, sorry.
Oh, what did you say?
I said Dijak. Dijak,
Oh,
sorry.
Dijak. Well, whatever, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, shouldn't do. No, like to me, like Dijak, like I feel bad for him because he was freaking killing it towards the end of his NXT period. He was getting over on social media. He was doing it. I was excited for him. Like he took a while, but he got there, man. And it does feel weird that they like just decided to like kick him to the curb, especially because again, like we have been needing dudes, and he was gone before we even got Joe Hendry, before we even got Sean Spears, before we even got Ethan Page. So yeah, it is kind of like, that's a little weird.
And that would have been a great program. And by the way, last thing on this, y'all, Chase U, why did y'all not jump this guy? Listen, Andre Chase, you could have called the New Day, okay? And with everything they're going through, I'd be like, hey, do y'all want to jump Rich Holland? They both have been like, yeah, you know what? No problem. I would. Because you know what? If E was still here, we wouldn't be going through this right now. This is all Ridge's fault. Let's go jump him. I would have done that. Call somebody to jump him. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm sorry. That was my
Hey, get your feelings out there, man. So anyways, I'm expecting to see this tag team match be made. It does feel really random. It's not how I was expecting the show to end, but that's where we're at. So that's what we're getting. All right, guys, that's what's happening here on the show. We got John Taylor here. Let's see. Oh, I already read that one. I'm sorry, John. I did read that one already. Where was I at? Yeah, Sheldon Jackson here. This one, he says, Halloween Havoc was a good show. Congrats to Fallon on becoming a champion and glad JC didn't win. Plus the first WWE women's casket match ever. I'm very intrigued to see that match on Tuesday. Is it the first women's casket match ever in WWE? Holy
it really?
Shit. Dude, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, we are going to get Wendy Chu and Tatum Paxley in a casket match on NXT. And that one's going to be interesting, but I think it'll match the theme, right? Like the casket match will definitely be like the appropriate theme for it because, of course, they got Wendy Chu with the creepy character, Tatum Paxley with the creepy character. So we'll see what they end up making of it. So hopefully it is good. We got Jay Stone here who says Tony beats Oba again. Rich Holland going after Trick. Yeah, the men's division is for the dogs. NXT might just need to be rebranded as a women's show. I'm feeling so much more passionate about the women's division on NXT. And that's just truth be told. I'm so much more passionate about that division than I am the men's division. But the men's division has hits here and there. They really do. They have hits here and there. It's just not as consistent, I think, as the women.
Absolutely. Wholeheartedly agree. Great. Thanks for the super chat, Jay and Sheldon. Appreciate y'all, man.
We got Cheesesteak59 who says, I was very surprised that Roxanne was the one who got pinned. I thought it would be Cora Jade. Yeah, that was, I think, a lot of people's reactions. They probably decided not to go that direction because, God, like, Cora Jade has been out for so much, and for her to, like, come back. And, you know, let's get into that match right now, actually, because that was personally my favorite match of the night. That was the thing that I cared about the most going into it. That was what I was most intrigued by. Roxanne and Cora teaming up to take on Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer. And the thing that I felt during this match is that Roxanne, dude, she was everywhere in this match, man. Like, she really was the glue in this, because she was the one that was going in there, mixing it up with Giulia, mixing it up with Stephanie. And she had, I felt like, different matches with both. Like, she was wrestling two totally different styles with Giulia and with Stephanie. And to me, that sort of made it really exciting to watch this matchup here. Like, I was intrigued. Like, every time that I saw Roxanne in there with both of these women, I was like, oh shit, like, this is cool. I almost couldn't decide if I liked seeing Roxanne and Giulia more or Roxanne and Stephanie more. At the end, I decided that I do like seeing Roxanne and Stephanie mix it up in the ring a lot more. That's just where I'm at. But Cora Jade, dude, I don't want to discount her out here because she's been gone for like what feels like forever, okay? She was gone, she came back, she went left again because of her ACL, finally came back. So she was out for 2 long periods of time. She has not been as consistently performing in the ring. So the fact that she came in here and she hung in there, dude, she really did. She hung in there. She wasn't anywhere near like what we saw Roxanne and everything that Roxanne did, but she hung in there. She did her job. But yeah, I did think this match was very, very entertaining to see. How'd you feel about it?
It was one of my top matches as well, too. You know, I'm a big Roxanne fan. I say it all the time. Shout out to the Texas Connection. Shout out to Reality Wrestling. Booker T. Roxy is how I know her on the Indies. That's how she'll always be in my mind. But I was happy to see her. I love this match. It threw me off to see her, and I may be wrong on this. It was crazy to see her wear brighter colors because usually that's kind of like a face thing she would do. I noticed she wears like darker colors.
Cora
now.
and Roxanne.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
both
they were wearing like baby blue. They were wearing gear that I would see Tiffany Stratton wear.
Yeah, it was very like faces. Like they look like they're like very like face type, like baby face type gear, which is interesting because when she turned around, I was like, wait a minute, she a baby face. But then she gave like the villain scout. Okay, there she is. Aha, there she is. But it was a really good match. I was nervous for Cora Jade when she went up to the top, and when she kind of paused for a little bit, I was nervous because I saw the knee brace. Not that she couldn't do it. I was like, Cora, don't. You just got back. Please, just chill. Don't do it. I was like, you just got back, please. But it was great. It went really well. I was actually happy to see Roxanne take the pin from Stephanie because I feel that's the program I really want to see next. Just like you, I enjoyed that back and forth a whole lot more than everything else, though. So I'm happy to see that that's probably where they're going to go into next. Stephanie's argument will be, I pin the women's champion. And I think that's great. Cora Jade gets to be protected because she just got back. Let that build up. She did great in this match. For her to be her first match back, very impressive. The ring rust, I thought she did great, except for that top rope spot, which was only me because I'm scared. I like, please don't do that. You just got back. But everything else is really, really great. If not, I'm joking with this part, but I'm Roxanne. I am so pissed. I'm going to Shawn Michaels like ops right now. Like, what the fuck, Shawn? Can you please stop signing women? What is up with this? Every time I come in this ring, do a dick move, you sign somebody. Zari's up here. Who's in the back? Okay, yes, stop it. All right, I need this enough. If I'm Roxanne, that's how I feel though. But overall, this was an amazing match. These women lit it up in that ring, and I was so happy to see Stephanie get the win. And I cannot wait to see the next chapter in the saga because I feel the people who I feel were kind of responsible for a lot of the Roxanne madness were in this ring, Cora Jade included. So I really like how they're telling the story. These are the people who have gotten her nerves the most in the past 12 months. So I feel this is really good. I cannot wait to see the one-on-one with Stephanie and Roxanne next.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny that both me and you came out of it like feeling that exact same way.
Yes.
But yeah, so Cora Jade again. I like you said, Stephanie being the one to pin Roxanne kind of made us get our hopes up for seeing that as a singles match, of course. But also, I do like it that Cora Jade wasn't just put in that position of like, hey, you just got back. We know you're not at the same, we haven't been as consistent, so you're going to be the one to take the pin. So it's fine. I didn't hate it. And I think if anything, it got us talking about it, going, oh shit, well, she pinned the champion. What does this mean? Are we going to see this match? When are we going to see it? How is this going to happen? Is she going to bypass Giulia? Because we were just talking about this on the watch-along that I did. Who is going to defeat Roxanne Perez for this NXT Women's Championship? A lot of people, for the longest time, thought that it was going to be Giulia. I don't necessarily know that I'm that convinced that it's still going to be Giulia. I think that there's a good shot that one, of course, it could be Cora Jade. That's probably the most realistic pick I feel right now, but I kind of want it to be Stephanie. And the reason I say it is because she's quickly winning me over here on NXT. And I didn't want to compare the stuff that she was doing before NXT. I didn't want to judge her just off the stuff that she was doing before NXT because I don't think that's fair. I think we need to see what they're doing on the actual show in order to say whether or not, hey, they should or shouldn't be the person to defeat this champion. And right now, that's what I want to see. I want to see her be the one to defeat Roxanne Perez.
I feel the exact same way. When she came out, and this is the business part of me too. When she came out in full, when she came out with the face paint like that, I was like, oh, this is money. This girl is so marketable. I was like, there it is. There it is, man. She's gonna sell a lot of merch.
But she looked very cool. She did very cool, and she did that because it was Day of the Dead is incoming on November 1st and 2nd. So obviously Halloween Havoc themed, Day of the Dead. She just combined the two.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was very, very, very good. But again, I was very hesitant to see her drop that title, but if there was anyone on that roster that I think would be great, I think it would be Stephanie. I really would like to see that, and see what happens next for Roxanne.
We got the Bep Jr. who says, so proud of Cora Jade tonight. Thank you so much, Bep Jr., for being a DWO member for 20 months. We got Jared here who says, who would you bring in to help NXT men's division? Ooh, I feel like, dude, you can definitely get so many people from honestly, TNA. And I mean, we're sitting here, I'm wearing a Joe Hendry costume on an NXT show. And believe it or not, it makes sense. Why? Because Joe Hendry has been on the show multiple times. But God, I would love it if we could see more of those guys coming in to the show, whether it's for sporadic little feuds here and there, or for, depending on their contract statuses, that they can come in full time. I just feel like they really do need to spice up that men's division.
I definitely agree, man. Like bring in a Moose, bring in a Nick Nemeth. That'll be some good title matches and some good promos, some good things, some good feuds to kind of freshen up this men's division. So wholeheartedly agree.
I felt like they kind of slowed down a little bit, right? Like they were bringing in so many people from from TNA. And then all of a sudden it was just like a quick pause on that. And we haven't really seen that collaboration kind of go any further right now. And I want them to go back to that. I want to go back to, hey, you don't know who's going to be coming in, who you're going to be seeing. And I think that could just really add some more life to the men's division. We got Steven Marchulli here who says NXT title picture needs Ricky Starks. I think he's going to be with AEW a little bit longer than that. But, dude, I want to see Ricky Starks on television. I don't care what television. I just want to see Ricky Starks on television because I'm a Ricky Starks fan. So I am rooting for him. I'm hoping that whatever's going on with him in AEW gets straightened out and we can see him on AEW. And hell, if that doesn't work out, then I would love to see him in WWE. So that's somebody that if you guys have watched my AEW Dynamite shows, you guys know I've been rooting for Ricky Starks now for a very long time because I really do think he has the talent and has a great look and is a good wrestler. So yeah. We got Margie Loves here who says, Joe, I said your name, but you didn't appear to say Trick. Oh, no, we should have all gotten together. Joe Hendry, come on, get in here. Nah, he was too busy doing a watch along, All right, Margie, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you a whole lot, Margie. All right, so where are we at on this? We were talking about Zarya. Let's get into Zarya because Zarya did make an appearance after this match here with Roxanne, Cora, Giulia, Stephanie, all of that. But it was more so in the skybox. She didn't actually get in there until this match happened. So we got the NXT North American Women's Championship, and it was Kalani Jordan in a gauntlet match. And she first defeated Jasmine Nix. She then defeated JC Jane. However, she did not defeat Fallon Henley. But it should be noted that Fallon Henley did have help from both JC and Jasmine in this. So this wasn't necessarily like a clean victory here for Fallon Henley. She did have help, and Kalani Jordan was, I kind of felt bad for Kalani because I thought she was such a good, I don't even know. I feel like Fallon Henley, I've always been such a big fan of hers, but I liked her more outside of Fatal Influence than in Fatal Influence. So had it just been Fallon Henley, the Fallon Henley that we all know, not in Fatal Influence, winning the NXT North American Women's Championship, oh my God, should I do it? I would have been on here right now going like, yes, this is it. This is finally the time. But I think being in the group is going to completely overshadow that. And that's why I'm not necessarily as excited, but I'm going to obviously, let it play out and see what they do. But I do want to see this turn out to be, because Fallon Henley as champion, I want them to really paint her as a stronger leader of Fatal Influence, because she's supposed to be the leader. And truthfully, I don't even think I actually see that. I think sometimes I feel JC Jane is the leader. Sometimes I feel like there isn't a leader. So I feel like if they do want to make Fallon Henley the actual leader of Fatal Influence, then you definitely need to book her strongly. You need to make her into, when Toxic Attraction was a thing and they had Mandy Rose as the NXT Women's Champion, the way that they presented her, but as a champion, but also with the group, is how I would like to see Fallon Henley presented with a Toxic Attraction. Fatal Influence.
This whole time, I actually thought JC Jane was the leader. I thought she was. I didn't even realize it. And I thought she was. And I agree with you, Denise. I don't like Fallon Henley as a heel. She was such a good baby face. I didn't understand why they turned her she could talk. Her moveset is babyface. Her whole moveset, finisher and all. So it really didn't make sense to me to turn her heel. But I did like how they kept Kalani protected. Did know that she did have a lot of help to win. She did, beat the first two, which I felt, again, to her credit. She did do a marathon, and she had the visual pin on Fallon Henley before they all came out to interfere. Though everyone saw the visual pin after the split-legged moonsault. She had her beat, so everyone that was out there to let it be known. However, if I'm Kalani, I'm calling Zarya. Hey, you think you couldn't have come out maybe 5 minutes earlier to help me keep my title? You just barged on there like a complete asshole after I got my butt kicked and lost my title. Now you want to come in and help? Oh, forget you, man. Get up out of here. I don't
think Zarya was intended to help, though. I think had Kalani been in the ring, Zarya would have wiped her out too. Because Kalani wasn't in the ring, she didn't get involved with her. But I think had she been in the ring, she would have, because the way that I see it is Zarya basically sent a message to the entire women's division. Like at first when she appeared in the box, I thought she was only going for that NXT Women's Championship. But then now that she put her hands on Fatal Influence and actually took out all of Fatal Influence, now it's clear that she's going for the North American Women's Championship, which is great. I think that's perfect. I think she kind of fits in there a lot more because that other picture is way too crowded right now. So she's fine there. She'll shine on her own. And that's why I do think that they took the title off of Kalani, was so that when Zarya defeats somebody, it's going to be Fallon Henley, I think.
I agree, because you need to build her up, and she's clearly gonna be a babyface. So you need a heel champion for her to get the title off of. However, it made me wonder, why have her in the women's title picture earlier in the first place then? If you're gonna have her here, why have her kind of tease, I'm gonna be in the women's picture, but then no, I'm in the secondary title picture actually. Not saying either title is bad, but it made me wonder, okay, then why was she in the segment earlier with Roxanne and them? I didn't know.
I think she was. I don't know. I think I take it more so as she was just sending a message. That's what I think. She was sending a message to the entire women's division. And I think she's just basically saying yeah, I'm going to probably start here at the NXT North American Women's Championship, but that doesn't mean that I'm not, don't forget about me in the NXT Championship picture either.
That's true. That's a very good point. Where do you think Kalani goes from here, though?
Well, there's so many women on the roster where she can kind of just go anywhere. She can have anything. She can pick pick anybody, like throw a dart, get any woman out there. You can come up with some sort of story. You can get somebody there. It feels like there's a lot more options for her. I could see her doing something like with Carmen Petrovic. That's somebody that they've also been wanting to, like, boost up on the roster. God, maybe we'll see something with her and Jada Parker after she's done with Lola Vice. We are going to see, by the way, Lola Vice versus Jada Parker. When did they say that's happening? The 2300 show. That's when that's happening.
Yes.
And they're going to have Dawn Marie as a special guest referee.
What?
That was super random. Yeah, Ava announced it in the backstage segment. She announced it's going to be Jada versus Lola with Dawn Marie as the special guest ref.
I can't believe I missed that. I must have been changing the diaper. Why did I miss that?
Yeah, she said it in the backstage segment, and I was like, oh shit, that is so super random. So yeah, there was a lot of random stuff on this show, but hey, that's where we're at. Okay, so let's see what else haven't we talked about. So either way, Zarya, yes, that NXT North American Women's Championship. We got one more match to get into here. One more match, and that is Tony D'Angelo versus Oba Femi. That was the opening match in a tables, ladders, and scares match for the NXT North American Championship. Now, I saw this as this is exactly what I was expecting to do. I was expecting Tony D'Angelo to get this win here. There was no way he was losing his first title defense in this rematch. He had the help of the family. The family basically got in there. Oba Femi has no friends. Nobody came to help him out, clearly. And the family basically like ran with it. And it took three men to take out Oba Femi, and Adriana Rizzo was also part of this. So, I don't even know. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, because I know you're not fond of Tony D'Angelo stuff right now. And I know you're an Oba Femi guy. I agree. I love Oba Femi, but I get what they're doing here. But how did you feel about the way that they wrapped this up?
I didn't like it at all. Like, again, the good back and forth match was good, of course, though, but it just left me confused. I'm like, so who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Like, y'all jumped Oba Femi to win. Like, that's not very babyface. Like, y'all clearly.
But here's Chinadu, quick pause. Sorry, but I think the reason why they did it that way was because Oba Femi got into Adriana Rizzo's face. And at the end of the day, it's like you have this big, strong man with this woman that is going to make him a heel, and that's going to make all the actions of the family justified because of what he did to Adriana Rizzo, or what he attempted to do to Adriana Rizzo.
That is a good point. That's a very good point. But still, I think it's because I just don't, man. Like, I knew he wasn't going to win the match, but I just like, to see him get pinned again, it's like, oh, okay. It's like,
it took so many people to take him out, though, so at least there's a compliment in that. He wasn't wiped out by one guy.
That is true. I'm glad it took multiple people to beat him, though. They did keep him looking strong, because it did take 3, and it took a lot. That double team move was very impressive. It looked like it hurt a lot. Put him through a table, pinned him, so it was good. I'm wondering if Adriana Rizzo is going to point her attention to Nikita Lyon Tuesday, because she did say I'm planning on addressing that Tuesday, though. So I'm thinking that's where that goes for them. But overall, I just don't really like the overall gimmick of it. I feel of the family and things like that. But I'm sure they're great talents, and yeah, it was a match.
You're like, this is not for me. This is your Chase U. The family is your Chase U.
Yeah.
Because look, I really did like their last match that they had. Tony D and Oba Femi. I liked their match that they had last time. I thought that one was way better than what we saw here tonight. But after that made me sort of like feel less irritated, because I didn't want to see Tony D'Angelo defeat Oba Femi. But after that match, I didn't feel so bad about it. I didn't feel as bad about it.
I didn't either. And I feel at this point, maybe now that I guess Tony D's a face, maybe have a heel Wesley be your next opponent. Somebody who's really annoying. Get Wesley a stylist, have him dress a little bit, suits. We talked about this. I love you, Wesley. You are a star. Stop dressing like you're still a rascal. You're not a rascal anymore. You are a superstar. Get suits, call Andrade. Get them suits. That could be a good feud too, though. But overall, like I said, too, it's just, yeah. But great talent, though. Great match. Good match.
All right, we got one more topic to talk about, and that is the return of William Regal. So Lexus King has been sort of trying to change his course, his NXT history here. He's been trying to change the course. He's trying to do better, right? And he has sort of been looking for some help, looking for some assistance. He's going up against Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey has all his friends in the North Quarter Catch Crew. He's the NXT Heritage Cup champion. And turns out William Regal has signed up to be, out there with Lexis King, which is hilarious because he's going up against William Regal's son for this NXT Heritage Cup match, and he's going to be in the corner of somebody else, which makes sense too because Charlie Dempsey also didn't want any of William Regal's help, sort of in the same way that Lexis King also didn't want to continue his father's legacy. This is complicated, Chinadu. There's a lot of I don't like my father's in this whole story. Charlie Dempsey didn't want anything to do with William Regal. Lexis King changed his whole name so he wouldn't be Brian Pillman Jr. on NXT. So now this was, to me, this was kind of funny because I see the comedy and all the dad stuff. But secondly, dude, we haven't seen William Regal in like anything. And I felt like we were going to see William Regal a whole ass long time ago because he's been, in NXT. He's been back in WWE for such a long time. We haven't seen or really heard that much of him other than like some sporadic appearances. I think the last one was when he basically gave the rub to Ava when she got announced as the new GM.
I think so too. And speaking of which, just the fact that you brought Lexis King, it made me realize if you put on a Dominic little mullet and add like 2 Z's right here, you're Lexis King now. That just made me realize that. That was very interesting. I'm like, wow.
I just gotta shape the beard and make it like really perfect.
Yes, Lexis King or Tiger King, whichever one you want, whichever route we go with. I feel will be a really, really great. This is a good costume, Denise. Very, very good again. Lexis King, I like him. And at first I was kind of wondering, is he pulling our leg here with this like kind of face turn? I thought this was kind of a ruse to go, to kind of go. I like MJF. He's really good at the bait switch, make you feel like you compelled though. But him admitting that he has no friends, that he's looked everywhere and nobody likes him, I was like, maybe he's being for real because what heel would admit that on mic? Yeah, nobody likes me, guys. Like, I'm kind of a loser out here. I want to be in the corner,
Yeah.
And then William Regal comes in, and we love seeing Regal, man. Like this is a very welcome NXT face. Always very, very warm and familiar. We love him. But when I saw this segment, as soon as it was over, I was like, William Regal is gonna turn on Lexis King. I think he's gonna do that. He's gonna turn on him in that match. I think so. Despite his own son, I guess, not liking him, quote unquote, I still think he's gonna reveal that that the loose cannon did something to him back in the day, and now you're gonna pay for it. Something like that. I see that coming. I just don't see William Regal being nice to Lexis King long term. Just how I feel.
Or maybe he just wants to like win back the love and support of his son. He's like, I want Charlie Dempsey to like want me to help him and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think you're right on that. I do think that maybe maybe Lexis King shouldn't necessarily trust William Regal too much in this scenario.
No, he should, man. If I'm William Regal, I'm calling my son. I'm upset. First of all, I left AEW for you, man. I was working 1 day a week. I had a great team. Me, Mox, Danielson, Claudio, man. I love all that, man, to come out here with me, man. You want to work with me, man? What a dick.
Yeah, well, I mean, Regal did say he wanted to be closer to his son. Like, that was part of the reason why he went to WWE. So, yeah, I mean, he could say that. He could say, like, I came back here. I was gone for a bit. He doesn't have to say where. But I came back because I wanted to be here. I wanted to help you in your career, blah, blah, blah. So I could see this whole thing sort of playing out in that sort of light. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's where we're at with all of what went down here on NXT Halloween Havoc. Again, for me, match of the night was the women's tag team match, and overall it was a pretty decent show here. Some random points, but whatever. I guess it is what it is. Chinadu, before we wrap things up, let the people know where they can follow you, where they can support you, and anything you got going on.
Oh, us at Chinadu Ogu on everything. I'm on YouTube. I'm on X. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm still on MySpace. All right, look me up on that. Be part of my top 5. I'll be in there.
Are you really still on MySpace?
I believe I still am. Last time I checked, it was a while back. My profile is still up. It's still on there. Last time I checked,
my favorite social media app of all time.
Listen, that's how. Yes, that's how to code as kids, teenagers. We learn how to code our own page designs though. But besides that, catch me every Sunday except for tonight. I don't have a segment tonight. It was a busy day. On the #1 sports show, Sports Extra, on the CBS affiliate here in Houston. Catch me on Merit Street Media whenever they post some videos. Again, it's on there. Catch me on there. And I'll be on tour very soon. It is called Am I Your Age Mate? Can't wait for that. Also, in the meantime, be sure to check out all the latest videos from the homie Denise Salcedo. Give them a watch, follow. She's one of the hardest working people in wrestling entertainment. Don't be a dick. Give the videos a click. It's so easy. Just do that. And I'm done.
Alrighty, guys. As for me, you guys know what to do. Click that subscribe channel. Click subscribe to the channel. I do have another interview that's going to be dropping this week. My 100th interview of the year. Cannot wait for you guys to see that. That'll be coming in the next couple of days. Keep an eye out on here on the channel or on social media. And then on top of that, tomorrow I'll be back for the Raw Watch Along. Tuesday I'll be back with Chinadu to talk some NXT. Wednesday is Fright Night Dynamite. So Reg and I will be doing a watch along for Fright Night Dynamite. And then Friday, I will be back with Robin returning for the SmackDown post show. So it's going to be a lot of streams this week. So be ready for it. And I'll be dressing up, showing up in some other costumes. It'll be a good time. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you guys so much and have the best rest of your Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.